Hey there, welcome to Abyssal Tarot Readings. Like way before I could come into this read, I'm channeling old Hindi songs. Na 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 na. I'm channeling Kamalika. Then I'm channeling Chura ke dil mera, Korea chali, do 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 do. Again, I don't know, someone could be an African. I don't know, I've heard that in Africa, Bollywood songs, especially old Bollywood songs, are quite popular. So that could be a thing in here, right? I don't know, I want to say Mishti Doi. I don't know. Sweet curd could be significant. Adding sugar to your curd could be significant. Regardless, this could be in regards to starting something sweet, starting something new, right? So yeah, I'm feeling drawn to drinking something sweet. It's a thing in Hindu traditions that you should always start your day with something sweet so that the day goes well. I'm starting off a new pick a card tarot reading. Bless this human being who got this, who brought this recommendation to me, right? Yeah. So for this reading, I got these 3 keys, and don't worry, even if you 3D model it or anything, you wouldn't know that these are not the keys for my lock. All right, these are just like random keys you will find for random stuff. And I was like, yeah, I got these 3 keys, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use these 3 keys as your pick a cards. Okay, and yeah, I don't know why Goldilocks could be significant. Goldilocks could be significant. Maybe that's a significant thing, because today we are going to be looking into who comes to meet us during our astral space, or what do our ancestors or our sweet dead one, like I actually did not want, like I would say more like an ancestral reading. That's what I wanted to say. Also, with regards to this reading, right before I could enter into this reading, Spirit was like, I was like getting warnings after warnings, like be very careful of the energy that you're channeling today, because there can be some spirits that might try to misrepresent. And I was like, yeah, that could be a thing. How do I say this? I usually don't channel dead people, because I feel like, that becomes way too personal. And then also not in a way too personal way, but it's like, it just feels like crossing a boundary. I'm a tarot reader, I'm a stranger online. I can't tell you or explain to you what somebody who has, I can't tell you or explain to you what somebody close to you had with you, right? I can't reenact that. I can't play it out, so I sort of find it a little bit harder in my case to be able to do that. I'm just gonna go to my channel. I got a comment recently. Let me see. Yeah, there is this comment right here. So Gun Princess 5340 commented that she would like a pick a card reading on the topic: who visits you in your astral travel, who on the other dimension, side, parallel world wants to connect to you, and their channel messages, entities, spirits and energies and galactic beings around you, why their messages, and something on the lines of these supernatural, extraterrestrial, galactic, otherworldly beings, all in that area, basically, if I feel comfortable in that. So I have had my own experiences with a lot of these stuff, honestly speaking. So given how much experience I have, I do not want to channel, like I'm uncomfortable channeling entities or energies. I'm uncomfortable inviting a certain energy in this space. What I can actually do is bring in messages from your ancestors. What are the messages that has been passed down to you by your ancestors, by your teachers, by the people what messages would like to come through in here. Because if you remember Hierophant card, right? Hierophant card is not just a card about tradition. It is a card that gives you a key to move the generation to the next phase, right? Before colonization, before these outside external colonial entities came into our ancestral history, right? We had a different kind of connection with the nature. We had a different kind of connection with our own body, with our own I don't know why I'm getting the word select few would be significant, I don't know, but there could be some sort of information that could be passed down to the select few only. So there is something like that is coming through. It gives a little bit of a cultish vibe, but it also gives me something like a family or an ancestral secret that keeps on passing down line after line. Yeah, so given our ancestors and all those stuff, I just realized that damn, there is so much. If we study our culture properly rather than ritualizing everything about our culture, and if we actually go down to understand what our ancient ancestors used to do, we'll sort of realize and understand that they were far more like, I would say, open-minded, especially whenever I look into our country's history. I'm like, wow, my country was so open-minded to whatever is LGBTQIA plus today. We had it a long time back, like centuries back. We had it, like that was a part of our culture. The entire idea of modest clothing that came into being in these days, where women are told to cover up their bodies, their breasts, their vajayjays, and it's like, wow. And all these patriarchal standards that tell us to like shave our pubic hair, shave our armpit hair and everything else. And you look at even nowadays when I look at the erotic novels and all these stuff, and there is like no intimacy in these novels these days. Like, how do I say this? You never find like, for example, in olden ancient scriptures, right? A vagina was often equated, or almost like, not equated to, but it was metaphorically called the furnace, the one that dissolves everything, the one that burns up everything. A man's penis was referred to as the semen. The semen was referred to as the water that quenches the thirst of intimacy, right? So there were very intimate words that we used to use in our ancient scriptures, and like, when we used to describe the word karma, lust, and nowadays everything is, just objectified. It's like, yeah, that man has a bulky cock with big ass this and big dad, and then all of a sudden he has a big dad bod, and it's so fucking, how do I say this? Sometimes it's funny to read it, because it's like, is that like, that's not the essence of it all. That's not the essence of intimacy. You don't immediately start objectifying a person to initiate intimacy with them. Similarly, when they describe a woman, like, she has a big ass, big breast and everything, that's not how we were like described in ancient scriptures, right? Especially like, I'm not talking about scriptures, I'm talking about like ancient literature, ancient erotic literature. That is not how women's breasts were described. They were described as this beautiful potent energy. Like, we were defined as a potent energy of creation that was so powerful that it can create a child. It has this, we had a whole idea of cosmic birth around a woman's womb and everything else. There was such a goddess kind of ideology given to a woman. There was such a godlike ideology given to a man, and we kind of like lost all of that and kind of reduced everybody down to objectifying them and sort of needing to cover everybody up. And it's just so, how do I say this, nowadays things are just so objectified that people don't even know how to define intimacy in a proper way. So when I look at Hierophant, right, when I look at the Hierophant card, which is a card of tradition, right, the actual tradition was supposed to be based on these philosophies, based on this understanding. When you are worshipping, for example, there is an idol that you worship, right? In my culture, we call it Shivji. So basically, the mantra for this is Om Namah Shivaya. Shiv loosely translates to the word shav. So every time you say Om Namah Shivaya, you're not just, it's like you are respecting, or you're giving that reverence to your own body, That's the reason why this mantra invokes so much concentration, so much, it just centers your attention back, and it kind of brings your attention back to your body, to each and every cell in your body. It gives a reverence to this literal body that you're walking on this earth with, right? And I find it so beautiful, so mesmerizing. But then it's kind of like, things were ritualized on the way as we went about it, and somehow the traditions lost its philosophical meaning, right? And I feel like that's what the Hierophant is. Hierophant is giving key, is giving an access to someone about the philosophy behind these traditions, about the philosophy behind doing certain things. Okay, and that's what I love about. That's why I chose keys for this pick a card readings, because I legit wanted to see, the messages from your ancestors. What are the lessons that are being passed on by these? Oh my god, why am I feeling like biting my lips all of a sudden? That's so rude and weird. But yeah, I was like feeling like that, just wow. Damn, I was going to say so many things, but that's cool. We have some words written on these keys, which is kind of cool. All right. What was I about to say? Yeah, I was going to say this, like, what are the keys that your ancestors would like to give you, so that, or what are the keys that are left behind by your ancestors that you haven't used to unlock your life yet? What are those messages that are needing to come out? Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking into. So these are going to be some sort of ideas, some sort of mysterious wisdom, some sort of love, acknowledgement, something that could help you move on in this life, or that could help you see through stuff. Okay, and which is kind of what this reading is going to be about. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, I'm getting, I hate that I made you love me. Sorry if I wasted your time. I hate that I made you love me. And I'm particularly getting this song by Ariana Grande, right? I feel like this is something, I think this is something that all the piles can listen to. Maybe this is a collective message for you guys. But I feel like maybe your ancestors are like, I'm sorry that I made you love me. I'm sorry that I made you go through this ritual, or I'm so sorry that I made you guys go through this dogma, right? Without helping you understand me. For example, in Ariana Grande's song, Ariana is like, I hate that I made you love me. You didn't really actually love me, but I kind of made you love me. So I turned into a certain kind of person that would, it's kind of like forcing someone to love something that they wouldn't have like fallen in love with otherwise. And I kind of feel that song, because it's like, you don't really love these people, but it's like somebody, it's kind of like when you make people love something, right? You kind of make them blindly fall in love with something, and because they blindly fall in love with something, they don't see the actual value. They don't see the meaningful value behind the things that you're doing, behind the things that you're producing. So I feel like that's the kind of thing that your ancestors might be trying to say, like, I'm sorry that I made you love these traditions, or I'm sorry that I made you, I'm also getting the word brandish. I'm sorry that I made you brandish these rituals, or I'm sorry that I made you follow this kind of dogma without giving you any real meaning behind it, without showing you a way to go about this. So that's something that's coming through right now in here, in this energy right now. Okay, so you know what, I'm just gonna start showing the piles one by one. This is pile number 1. I really love this, I don't know, this little curves. It reminds me of if you know it reminds me a lot of the Mughal sculptures, how those sculptures will have a dome. So something like that could be significant. The word reliable could be significant. Reliable. India. Okay, because these are made in India, right? So the reliable I don't know, I'm getting reliable locks for your day ahead. I'll say this one thing, I'm like holding this key right now. It's kind of feeling very, I don't know why I'm getting efficient as a word. I'm getting the word efficient right now. Efficacy could be significant. So something could be around the lines of ritualizing efficacy or making someone believe that productivity is the only meaningful thing that you can learn in the family. So be productive, be more productive than usual. I'm getting, don't be more productive than you actually can be. I don't know. I'm also getting I don't know why I'm getting a tragic codependent parent. So if you know, there are like different types of toxic fathers. One of them is called a tragic codependent father. So the tragic codependent father is the person who allows the other abusive parent to abuse him, and then doesn't comes forward to protect his own child when his child is getting abused by the abusive parent. So it's kind of like the tragic codependent parent that is coming through, like someone who has accepted the fact, like it's kind of like maybe you had ancestors or you had father figures or mother figures who accepted the fact that their other partner is a abusive person, and that is what they had to, and they excuse all the abusive behavior that this abusive partner used to do towards their children. Yeah, there's a lot of heavy pain coming through this one. I'm feeling it real close, you know. Anyways, okay, this is pile number 2. IPSA, the word IPSA could be significant. So IPSA, IPS could be significant, IPS officer could be significant, PSA could be significant, I don't know. This reminds me a lot of, it also has like this like gold embellishments or something, like not embellishment, like a little bit gold flashy thingy going on with this one. 79820. Don't worry, I don't have any numbers like this, but yeah, IPSA, IPSA could be significant. It reminds me of like I had a friend whose name was IPSA. It reminds me of her right now. She was a baker. Her parents were she was into baking. Her parents were baker or something like that. They were also quite rich. So being able to do your creative stuff and opening your family legacy, family business could be significant. Being a baker could be significant. Those are some things coming through. This is pile number 3. Pile number 3 is Fly. Oh my freaking god, I'm getting that song. For everything. I need you, girl, say. But I'm also getting that other song. Butterfly, like a butterfly. Butterfly, na 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 na. Color purple could be significant. Someone here could be a BTS army. K-pop could be significant. Those things are coming through. Oh, well, I really love the shape of this. It kind of reminds me of a maze or a puzzle. So yeah, pile number 3. This is gonna be your key, right? Pick whichever you would like. I will try to zoom it in. Yeah, I can zoom in. Hey, I can zoom in. Hey. Guys, new features unlocked. This channel has officially unlocked new features. I feel like an old auntie who doesn't know how to freaking work with cameras because of the way that I'm. Oh lord, yeah. I think this is good. So yeah, this is pile number 1, the reliable pile. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. If you want to choose your piles like this, you can choose it like this, but I don't know why I'm also feeling like drawing some cards by the spirit. I feel like drawing some cards and keeping it below these keys so that you get a, yeah, I think there is some extra confirmation cards that are trying to come out, so I'll be pulling out those cards in a while. Till then, choose your keys, right? If you have already chose your keys, please skip to the timestamps in the description box. You'll find your reading there. If not, you can stay with me because in some time I'll just pull out some cards. Some, I don't know, affirmation cards. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out some affirmation cards to sort of as an extra confirmation, right? Yeah. Okay, so hey there, welcome back. This is going to be the extra confirmation section. I think specifically for this set of readings, this is the first time that I'm doing extra confirmations. Maybe because I'm feeling an inkling towards that. So yeah, that could be significant. Also, I don't know, right away before I start this reading, I feel like pile number 1 will have a trigger warning on it, because there is some very extra heavy stuff coming out from that pile. Okay, I'm almost getting like somebody had to become hyper independent or something like that, because some their parents wouldn't do something. Maybe situations were too abusive inside the house. Maybe that's why someone had to become too reliable, or they had to become too. I'm also getting office going, so someone started going to office way too soon because they had to become the reliable person. They had to become the person everybody relied on. Oh my freaking god, this could be too soon. This could have been too soon, Yeah. Can I get a confirmation? Okay. We have 2 cards in here. What is one thing about yourself that you love unconditionally? Who in your life brings you the most joy, and how can you show gratitude for them today? And this came out in reverse, so I'll take it like that. I was getting like something is a repeated message for you, pile number 1. Yeah. I'm not being told to like explain it. I'm just being told to go towards pile number 2. Yeah. Pile number 2. Can I get some confirmation cards for you guys? Okay, another. Why am I getting a sets of 2 and 3 again and again? What small action can you take today to create more happiness? What are the 3 things? What are the 3 things you're grateful for? What is the one lesson you have learned recently that has helped you grow? Okay, all right. I don't know, I'm getting Shaggy Doo. I'm getting Shaggy Doo, Scooby Doo. Oh my finger. I feel like this might be. Shaggy Doo, Scooby Doo. It reminds me of, I don't know, pile number 3 reminds me a lot of Shaggy Doo, Scooby Doo energy. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like this pile could be a really funny pile. Also, I'm kind of getting like, oh, again, purple color came out. So, color purple could be really significant for you guys. Yeah, Shaggy Doo, Scooby Doo. I'm just kind of like getting that Velma as well. I'm getting Velma as well. If you don't know, currently I'm like sporting a bob, because it's a song. Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to move. Get the bag. Yeah, I don't know. That song could be significant. Being on trends could be significant. Being on time with trends could be significant. I don't know. Yeah, those are the things that are coming through in here. Yeah, I'm getting there is something big on the bag. So I don't know. Maybe you pile number 3 could be like getting a significant amount of money, or they could be inheriting a lot of bag, or there's like, I don't know, salary could be on your way. Yeah, those could be significant. I don't know why I wanted to say something to you guys, but then all of a sudden I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, I was like imagining Shaggy, Scooby, and Velma, kind of like driving their van off and sort of like falling down from a cliff, and they're like Shaggy Doo, Scooby Doo. So like, I don't know, it's kind of like someone could be into GTA racing, car racing, video games could be significant. Someone could have a habit of like, I won't say reckless driving, but reckless driving could be significant. It is reminding me a lot of BTS and Jungkook right now, because he has some cases of reckless driving, right? So it also reminds me of him playing video games. Something could be very something would be very gentle on the outside. I'm also getting something could be very gentle and mesmerizing on the. Oh yeah, something would be very gentle and mesmerizing on the inside, but it doesn't looks like it. Looks like a certain kind of way on the outside. So there is a certain kind of. I'm getting a certain kind of reverence to this person, or a certain kind of reverence to this individual. I don't know, maybe the favorite K-pop idols or the favorite celebrities that you usually follow could have a lot of similarities with your parents, with your ancestors, with your grandparents. Something like that could be significant right here. Yes, that's coming through. Shaggy Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo. Yeah. We have, in the end of this, I'm growing and evolving every single day. The fact that this is a little bit of a white card that is coming through, so I just feel like this reading is going to be a beautiful reading that might enlighten you guys up, or just bring some awareness, or awaken some things within you, which is I don't know why I'm also getting, which is quite the opposite of what this reading is going to be doing. And I said that when I was touching this one. So, what is it, pile number 2? Do you have some negative biases towards things? I don't know. What is one lesson you have learned recently and has. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm kind of getting. Kind of like somebody who doesn't grows or doesn't learns their lesson well. And that's quite the opposite of this card, right? Something could be, I don't know, something could be helping you guys. Yeah, I just feel like maybe it's time for you to grow out of this. I'm a progress in work and that's okay. I'm a work in progress and that's okay. Yeah, somebody needs to like be okay with the fact that they are a work in progress, and every single day they are growing and evolving into a better version of themselves. So, kind of don't be harsh to yourself. You are doing such a great and amazing job at doing whatever you're doing, right? And it's all that is needed. Don't let any negative bias decenter you from your purpose, right? So yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to be reading the cards one by one for each pile, because I feel like there is some certain messages that need to come out for each pile right there. I don't know why I'm also getting, someone could be dogpiling. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I need to explain the meanings of whatever I felt from these piles when we start doing the pile readings, because I think that will turn into a very bigger, far more bigger, than we anticipated this reading to be. So I'm kind of getting that. So yeah, be sure to go down in the description box and check out the timestamps. That is where you will find the links to the different timestamps of this reading, and we'll see you out there. All right, soul seers. So yeah, have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Hey guys, so I saw the setup. I saw how it looked in the start. I felt like that black color cloth, and I don't know, it kind of gave it this very old look, which was the reason why I was like, you know what, I don't want to do it on the cloth. What I'll do is that I'll just show my face and kind of like show you your piles, show you your cards, and from there we are going to proceed the reading. All right, so this is going to be pile number 1. What else do I want to say? Yeah I think I wanted to say something, I totally forgot. But yeah, pile number 1, this is your pile. Because I couldn't show you because I just did not like that. I did not like the aesthetic, alright? So I'm kind of like showing it, like doing it now, like without showing you the table. I hope that's alright. So pile number 1, you chose this reliable key. I know it's not visible right now, but yeah, this is the pile that you chose, pile number 1. This is the reliable key. And with this key, you guys chose what is one thing about yourself that you love unconditionally, and who in your life brings you the most joy, and how can you show gratitude for them today in reverse. Okay, I'll read the back of this and I'll take it as reverse and upright as they came. So I am enough as exactly I am, and I am surrounded by love and positive energy in reverse. Okay, so howdy who, what's happening to you? What is the one thing about yourself that you love unconditionally? Pile number 1, before I start this reading, right? The first pile that came out was this little reliable card that you chose. And I feel like maybe whoever this ancestor of yours is, maybe they're somebody very reliable. I'm also getting they could be really kind, generous human being, I guess. Could be really lovable person, somebody whom you can depend on, someone on whom you can rely on, someone really loving, caring, all of those stuff, right? Yeah. Actually, another thing about pile number 1, I actually shot and recorded your video. But what happened was that video was too long, like it went like 1 hour long, not 1 hour, 2 hour long. It became a 2 hour long read, and also there was like some very weird energy that was like coming through in there. I was like, wow, like just something like I was channeling a lot of stuff. So if you want to, I don't think I'm going to post that reading or I'm going to post that video, because it had a very weird vibe to it. It became a 2 hour long read, and I was like, I don't think I'm somebody who has ever been ashamed of posting long reads, but I felt like for some reason, just watching the reading again myself, watching that black cloth in the background just kind of like gave me like this vibe, like, if I don't want to watch it, why the fuck would anybody else want to watch it? And I was like, yeah, damn. I was like, yeah, remove the black cloth, and I was like, I don't have anything, so I'm going to be doing the reading with my face in the camera. Yeah, so I don't know, something about reshooting things, or I don't know, I don't know if I'm getting relocating assets could be significant. Somebody could be transferring their bank accounts, I don't know how relocating assets look like, but there is a thing which a lot of rich people do, where when they have a lot of money, they kind of like put it in a secret bank account in somewhere in some other country. So I don't know. Something I have no idea about finances. Actually, I should have an idea about finances. Actually, yeah, it's like, as a girl, it's a very important thing to do. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, with the reliable key, I also feel like I don't know, maybe your ancestors or your grandfather or people whom you know. I don't know. This message could be someone via someone who could have been like this. Someone really reliable. Someone really kind. Yeah, I would also say, when we say the ancestral readings and stuff like that, don't take it as, well, it's going to be reading from your dead loved ones or something like that, okay? Ancestral energy, oftentimes, they know, like, your soul, you are a living soul. Everybody else around you is a living soul as well, okay? And you have to understand the fact that you can be a living human being and your soul can still, like, there is a reason why people do readings like, what does that person think about you, or what does this person thinks about you, because your soul is vibrating in a vibration that, like how do I say this, like, it's kind of like not vibrating in a vibration, but it's like people can pick up your soul's energy. People can pick up what you are trying to speak or say. A soul never dies. So whatever ancestral messages are coming today, this might not always be from somebody who's gone. Sometimes it can also be from a living human being. So don't take it like in that manner, right? So honestly, I feel like this person could be somebody who might be someone very strict. Maybe you kind of don't like them. Maybe. Could be. I feel like with these cards alone, they feel like someone who wasn't really that much into mystical. I'm already getting mystical bullshit. So I feel like they could be someone who doesn't really, is not really that much into spirituality or imaginative stuff like that. And I feel like this person could be somebody who's, I won't say they were negative, they had a negative impact on your life, but I would rather say that maybe this is somebody who is, they are very disciplined, especially with this card coming upright, right? Because this card came in reverse and this came in upright. Violet card came in reverse and the red card came in upright. It's not even a red card, it's like a deep brownish kind of color. So I feel like this person could have been very disciplined. They are very disciplined, or maybe, I feel like whoever this ancestor is, their energy is very disciplined. This person could have been someone, there is like, what is one thing about yourself that you love? Something like, I don't know how to give this energy without, there is like, I don't think you can communicate this. And I feel like this is not something that can be communicated about this person. Like, I don't feel like this is somebody who, like when a father, exactly, I'm just going to say it, when a father has this very beautiful, like father figures in our houses, like if you have had any father figures, you will see that they have like this very beautiful energy in them, where they grow a seed, or they raise us while being a leading role themselves, right? So there is something like, maybe you could have learned how to love yourself unconditionally by this person leading you, or by, I don't know, I'm getting renouncing. It's not, no, it's not renouncing. Okay? It's, the word is reenacting. Yeah, by reenacting whatever this person. So there could have been a case where you might have learned to love yourself unconditionally by trying to reenact whatever this person did. And there is also a sense of like unconditional love being given to you, but it's like, it's not something that can be said in words, but it's kind of like it's represented in small actions. Like for example, if you're not feeling good, this person is gonna go and take you to an ice cream shop. If you're not feeling like, this person notices, they won't communicate why are you not feeling good. They're gonna give you something to, you know, cheer you up, or they're gonna like just, I don't know, take you to a trip or buy you something. It's not just about buying, it's like taking you to a trip, you know, building experiences for you, so that it's like these small gestures of love that comes in these little experiences that you enjoy with other people, right? So almost like, if you're not feeling well someday, or if you're feeling really lost, taking you to stargazing or going to a terrace and, you know, watching stars together. I don't know why I'm saying that. That could be significant for somebody out here. But there is like this energy coming out for this person. There might be somebody like that, you know. Yeah, there is like very healthy energy, very kind energy. So very disciplined, very somebody who is very careful about their health. So always into some routine or regime. They are always, you know, like morning to night, they're always like an exercise junkie, kind of like, after, it's kind of like, you know, had my breakfast, so if I woke up early in the morning, time to go for a walk. Had my breakfast, time to go for a walk. Had my lunch, time to go for a walk. Evening, walks. Then after dinner, walks. So this person could have a very you know, a slightly routinely kind of person, very kind of could have a lot of strict routines, and I kind of feel like that kind of like very exemplary energy, right? Like you can look forward to this human being. That's the kind of a person that is coming through, but it's also like they're very practical human being. They're not somebody who sort of dreams about stuff or looks into, I don't know, kind of like not a dreamy person, I guess. Like that's kind of the energy that is coming through. I was actually like looking at my pendulum. I broke it like 3 days, like just a day ago. I stuck it. Like I used a Fevikwik to like fix it, but you know, dear pendulum. My name is Cecilia. Hey pendulum, my name is Cecilia. All right. Okay, pendulum, can you please tell us more about, yeah, I'm getting like this person could be somebody who is very close to your heart, like close to your heart space, someone who could, I would say, cheer you on whenever time feels, time slows down, or time feels like it's moving slowly when you're around this individual or around this person. Such a beautiful energy, actually speaking. It's so funny that I'm thinking about, why am I thinking? I'm so sorry, pendulum. Can you please go on about this? I'm getting grated. This person could be grated. Grated. What? No. What? What's a great pendulum? Oh, this person could. Okay. Grades. Grades could be significant. Okay, grades. Okay, they could be very focused on grades, getting good marks in school, academics. So someone very disciplined like that. They want you to be disciplined. They want you to get more in life or be more achieved in life, right? So, yeah, getting good grades is important to them. Oh, this person could be achieving a lot more goals in their life, even in their old age. So this is an overachiever. Sorry, this is an overachiever. Like this person never stops achieving or never stops doing great feats. There is something like unless and until it's according to them. Something like. So it's like I feel like this person is very okay. Yeah, I feel like they perfectly, okay, this person could be somebody who, okay, they help you or allow you to be the person that you can be today. So there is an energy of maybe this person is somebody who helps you. I think I'm also getting that they are a pretty mystical person themselves around other people. Not mystical, I think it's a mysterious person. This person could be a very mysterious person around. I'm getting kind of like, maybe this person still has a lot more to achieve in their life, or a lot more that they would want to achieve, or they have, yeah, they are ever, this is what I'm getting, they are ever growing. Their discipline or their protectiveness, or exactly, I was getting like, what is the one thing that you unconditionally love about yourself? This person allows growth. They allow people to, like, there is something like you can be yourself around them, or there is something like they allow to be your own person. They allow you to be your own person. They don't impose rules on you to turn you into somebody else. Okay, it's kind of like a strict, like this person has like a strict policy to be yourself, but not a strict policy of like trying to change you into somebody else. Okay, I'm getting very, yeah, there's something like a very good personality development that you can have around this person. This is an all-rounder or an all-achiever. I wouldn't be surprised if you go back into their school days and you figure out that, well, they were a skater. I'm getting skating could be significant. They were a skater, or they were a dancer. They were all-rounder. They were doing everything in one go. Okay, so there could be something like that. They are very, very reliable human being. Like, you can rely on them. This person could be so safe to be around, or they could be so protective of you to be around, that you can be yourself and you don't have to worry about anything. You know, there are some fathers, some very protective fathers that people have, who, like, it's like their children don't have to be somebody else around them. So it's kind of like they have that, it's like even if the world says something, these parents will protect their children from, not protect their children in the sense of like overprotectiveness, but not allowing or showing people that, they, like, it's like not allowing anybody to slut shame their child, or not allowing anybody to body shame their child. Very good, well-rounded parent, if I had to say. I'm getting they could have a very good persona on the outside as well, so they know how to act in public, personas. They have a very good, they're very good at being diplomatic, right? There's a certain way you can be and a certain way you can't be in public and all of that stuff. So they are very good and all-rounded in that. That could be significant. Yeah, now I'm getting like, there is something very much like, that's what I'm getting. Like, if you went and showed this video to this person is going to be like, yeah, look at this astrologer. She's just saying some vague stuff to make you believe in certain things, because you can apply all of these vague stuff to every other parent. And I'm like, yeah, but not, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't usually go out to argue with like people who don't believe in astrology and all of that stuff, right? You believe in it, you are going to engage with it. You don't want to, well, 20 minutes in, why the heck are you here? But yeah, there is something like very esteemed about this individual, and they have seen a lot of prosperity in their life by being, a practical person, or being really practically aligned in life. Though I feel like there is, I don't know why this came out in reverse. So this is, there is something like, yeah, there could be a particular harsh, I feel like this is the only pile where I'm getting this, but this ancestors of yours, I feel like there are so many people, right, in this world who don't believe in, it's not even believing in it, but it's like they wouldn't even want to try or want to look into what stuff like astrology and all of those things are. So this person feels to me like someone like that, like very strictly, rigidly scientific in a way, like very close-minded to experiences that involves imagination, yeah, imaginative thinking, stuff like that. That's just something that they don't like to delve into. uh, they're pretty much somebody like that. Okay, I'm also kind of getting that. Yeah, for example, in tarot readings, right, people, like, there are imaginative people like me who say stuff. Whatever story I get in my mind, I say it, right? And I'm not asking you to believe in it or something like that, but there's something like this person, it's kind of like they have, I don't know, there's something like they have a very vague interest in topics like these. So they kind of just hate it, or this, I don't know, they kind of like just switch off their mind altogether. And maybe, I don't know, there is something like you could have been the total opposite of it, or there is something like that might be something that didn't bring you any joy in life, or it kind of made you feel as if I don't know, maybe it made you feel really ungrateful of them. I don't know, it's kind of like there is something around the lines of not feeling happy because somebody is very somebody's rejecting. Yeah, I'm getting that somebody's rejecting my views or my ideologies really harshly. So I don't know. So, for example, suppose you believe in a religion. This person will be like, why the fuck do you believe in a religion? And it's like, maybe you don't believe in a religion. Maybe you're very much drawn to its philosophical ideals and lifestyles. You don't believe in the supernatural stuff that goes in it. And it's kind of like, this person is like, why are you into this? Why are you into that? Like, they may have a typical sort of energy like that, and that could make you, I don't know, really sad in some ways, or in some days I'm getting. So, yeah. I'm getting it could be something over the top, okay? Like, they could say something very over the top, like, which could be very offensive, I don't know, very over the top. Yeah, I'm getting something like a rat house. Rat house could be significant. I don't know, but it's kind of like, why would you build your, why would you build a, yeah, this is kind of like they might, I won't say might necessarily assess things to be yeah, there's something like a very deeply psychological disconnect with connection, you know, like connection with the spirit, connection with the divine, connection with your own inner self, right? Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like, it's like this person doesn't find anything that, it's kind of like, for example, you are connecting, like crown chakra is not just any chakra that allows you to connect yourself to the divine and the spirit. What is the divine and the spirit? It is the collective energy of everybody else around you. This person doesn't feel or understands or thinks that they or other people have any connection with them, or there could be any sort of, it's like the connection feels like, it's like this person feels like like they are connected to their blood relatives, and that's it. But it's like when they look at other people, other beings, other humans, animals, trees, plants, they don't feel connected to nature. Do you get the point? Like, they don't feel in harmony with the nature around them. It's always like a competitive space for this person, and that's why it's just so, that's what I'm getting, it's kind of always a competitive space for this individual, and that's why it's just so hard for them to like find joy or find that peace by just being themselves, or by just being in the presence of other people. It's like they always have to pit themselves with other person, or always have to be in this competitive space in mind to be. Otherwise they don't feel like they are being somebody. So it's almost like, I wouldn't say it's performative, but I would say it's a very survival based mindset. Can you get the point? Yeah, it's Kritika energy could be significant. They could have Kritika nakshatra in their chart or something like that. But yeah, April, when is Kritika, I totally forgot when is Kritika nakshatra's birth date. Let me check it out. Okay, so this person could be born between May 11th to May 25th. Okay, yeah, midweek 11 to last week of midweek of May to last week of May. Yeah, that's kind of like the, yeah, again I'm getting spirit is telling me this, spirit is telling me that. It's not spirit, it's your own nature aligning with other people's nature, and this could be really tough for this individual. I get that kind of like that energy is coming through. All right. let's see. Never mind. I'm getting. Let's see the faces of this person. There's something like, ooh, I'm getting DPR Ian right now. You know how DPR Ian uses faces of moon to like signify his emotions. Yeah, something would be like on the face. I don't know what is like. Maybe this person has a habit of like telling people off on their face. Like I just told you, this person could have a very bold personality, but it's also like if somebody just says, yeah, like if someone says anything, they will just tell them to go off in their face or something like that. So very, very, I feel like I'm getting Yobam. Never mind. I'm getting a weird name. But yeah, I'm seeing 1919 in the clock as I said that. So take it as it resonates. Maybe somebody was born on the date 19th. Who knows? Let's see. So, thank you so much. All right. So let's see. What are the messages for you guys? What are the messages that your ancestors are sending for you? I'll just shuffle it and then I'll just take out the cards and then we'll talk, alright? Because the shuffling will take some time. Okay, so I have 4 cards on the deck. So, first of all, so this could be, so the 2 of Wands in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and we have the Knight of Wands upright and the 7 of Cups upright, okay? Okay, okie dokie. Damn. I don't know if this is about, staying stuck in a situation. Yeah, if I feel like this is very simple. I feel like the reason why this ancestor could be coming through so significantly could be due to the fact that you could be feeling, I think it's like a straight up answer. Like if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you can't move forward, if you're I'm getting fooled or fooling around or being fooled or something like that, time to like take a risk and go towards the things that you are dreaming of going towards. Okay, I feel like the reason why this bold energy is coming through for you guys is because, like, even if you don't know who this ancestor was, right, you guys could have a really meek personality, or you guys could be somebody who isn't who allows other people to like walk all over you. So I actually did this pile number 1 reading for this. I think I'll post it separately, but basically in that pile I was getting like someone was 12th December could be significant, but I was saying that there in that pile the message that came in there was like not allowing people to like walk all over you, or not allowing, especially if there is any third party situation or stuff like that, not allowing that person to like ruin your relationships, especially beautiful relationships that you're forming with friends, with people, etc., right? Devil energy coming up, right? Yeah, exactly. Don't allow devils. Don't allow fucking devils to just fuck over your life, right? But yeah, I'm also getting something that could be really tasty. So this could be like opening a bakery. I don't know why I'm getting opening a bakery, but pile number 2 could be, I don't know, maybe you guys could be drawn to pile number 2. I don't know. But what I'm kind of like getting in here is that with the Empress in reverse, I feel like this could have been something where maybe you were sitting in your comfort zone for too long, or maybe there was an option that you guys took that felt safe. Okay, it felt safer than taking a risk. It felt safer than things that felt impossible. Okay, and you kept on watering it, or you kept on nurturing the soil, you kept on nurturing whatever this was. 32 could be significant. Somebody's age could be 32, but I'm sort of like getting that maybe somebody was, maybe for, I don't know, 32 days, maybe someone was watering their plants for 32 days. I don't know. I'm also getting they were in friendship with someone for 32 days or 64 days. I don't know. Something could be significant in here. But with the Empress in reverse in here, I'm kind of getting like you are being told to, and with the Knight of Wands in here, right? You're being told to charge forward towards whatever you're passionate about, whatever your destiny is, or like whatever, it's not destiny is, but whatever you're passionate about. Again, I don't like using the words like destiny and all of that stuff, but there's something so how do I say this? inappropriate, disrespectful in this energy. Not in the sense of like, I don't know why it feels so disrespectful, but there's something like not allowing people. It's almost like allowing your biases to win you, allowing those biases. For example, I don't like saying things like divinely ordained or divine stuff. I don't believe in like some almighty divine stuff, coming into. Honestly, I was never brought up in a like, I don't believe in all of that shit, but I do believe in nature. I do believe in the fact that we are connected to nature in some ways, in mysterious ways that we do not understand ourselves. Okay. I also feel like, I don't like using words like destiny, because I just feel like, what the fuck is destiny? So this feels more like something that you. Oh, why am I getting? I'm getting JYPs. Lajimo la la. Why am I getting? Yeah, I think this person could be exactly like J. Oh my freaking god! Why am I calling JYP? Or never mind. I think yeah, I'm sort of now I'm getting this. Okay, there is something like this person could have a very their viewpoints on people who believe in stuff like me, right? Like myself, like tarot stuff like this. They kind of think that people like that are very much like very cringe or very funny, or they kind of consider those people to be crazy people. So there's something, yeah. I don't know. I think there is something like that is what is ruining your base, basically. That's what I'm kind of getting. Like, there's a dream. You may have a dream that might feel really impossible. It might not feel practical at all, okay? And it's like this person is like, hey, jump towards those goals. Like, jump towards your goals, of course. Plan and analyze whatever goals you're trying to go towards, right? But I feel like this person is trying to send, like, I feel like the message that is coming out in here is that just because I don't believe in certain stuff does not mean that those certain things can be crazy. Like having a crazy dream that is not practical enough means that you need to start making small plans that can make this impossible dream possible, okay? So there is something like you need to understand, or you need to learn how to make a plan that is possible, that makes your impossible possible, all right? Don't allow this, like, it's like, don't allow this, like, there is a negative side to practicality sometimes, and that is just not just being frustrated by the idea that practicals, yeah, it's almost that thing that I'm getting. See, it's like you can see the statistics, you can see the statistics, and the statistics might say that you wouldn't get to your goals or you wouldn't reach to that place. But the thing is, just because the statistics said that doesn't mean that you should not try, doesn't mean that you shouldn't make a plan and go towards it. And even if your plan fails once or twice, doesn't mean that it's impossible, right? Go after it. It's never impossible. There is always a possibility in every freaking corner. You need to know how to strategize yourself. You need to learn how to plan and go towards the things that you dream of. That's what I'm getting. Stop nurturing a path. Like, I just feel like maybe currently you're trying to nurture a path that is very much in your comfort zone, okay? Not something that and it's like whatever dream you have is way out of your comfort zone or way out of your league, or it's just practically impossible. And it's like, maybe it is practically impossible, but if you shoot for the moon, you will get to the stars at least. You'll get somewhere. Why give up? Why give up so soon just because it doesn't feel practically viable to you? Let's take out an advice for you, and after that I'll leave you off. I think the message is it's way more clear than you could have asked for. Okay? It's the clearest message in this entire spread. Keep believing in yourself, but don't allow this negativity to take over your mind, take over your, like, practicality is good. Practicality is good when you're trying to make plans for your future, okay? But practicality should have some, like, it shouldn't be the reason why you should stop dreaming to do something big in life, to do the things that you want to take, to do the things that you want to do, to take the risk that you want to take. There is a risk that this person is taking. If you can see it properly, what the fuck, just freaking show it properly. Sorry. And it's like can you see how this lady is in a supermarket, but she's trying to reach for the apples in an aisle full of processed food items. And I think that's your message. Like, you can still reach for organic food items in the bloody supermarket aisle. Why not go for it? You might not reach, maybe you may not reach the perfect, maybe, right? But you will eventually make it to the stars. And if you keep on trying for the moon from the stars, maybe you will reach the moon eventually. So, hey, stop daydreaming. Or stop letting that negativity. Yeah, again I'm getting that somebody's just telling me stop daydreaming, that's not possible. I was like, yeah, it is possible. You just did not make a practical plan about it yet. If you're so practical that you can freaking say that that's impossible, why not make a freaking practical plan towards that goal, and then keep on making a practical plan despite the plan failing once, twice, or 100 times? Doesn't matter. Every time you fail, it is not you who failed, it's the plan that failed. Go and make a new plan and go towards it again. I say this is something that I have learned. Sorry, this is something that I need to learn to, this is something that I have learned to say to my my brother, how do I say this? This is something that I say to my brother all the time, you are not incomplete, you're not a failure, your plan failed. Make a new plan and go for it ahead and go for it again. Go for it. Make a new plan and go for it again. Why let yourself down just because the plan failed? The plan failed, not you. Stop taking it to yourself, right? Exactly. And that is why I'm saying, whenever you fail, don't try to don't try to think that it is you who failed. It is your plan that failed. It's kind of I don't know why I'm saying reverse. It's not reversing the knowledge. It's kind of just pointing, being specific, not even being specific, but yeah, it's kind of going back to the basics, right? It's let me say this. It's kind of yeah, just go back to the basics and question the things at the basic level. Why are you questioning yourself just because you failed once or twice when you went towards your goals or your dreams? Blame the plan. The plan was the problem. Stop sticking to the same plan. Get out of your comfort zone and take a risk. Take a new plan. Sorry, you have to. A practical new plan. Again, I'm getting somebody's taking a mental risk, or somebody is not taking a risk outside in a practical world, but they are taking the risk mentally in their head. How will you understand it if you take it mentally in your head? You have to experience. This is something that can only be learned when you experience it. So take a risk again and again and again and again. Stop sticking to the same dumbass plan that doesn't work just because you have attached your ego or your worth to that plan that has already failed and is just not working out anymore. Sweetie, you don't belong there. I'll just read the meaning of these two cards. So this is the Dark Solstice card that came out for you as your advice. True zero, turning point, extreme edges. The subtle life-changing process of vanishing into void and emerging into a renewal. It's basically the energy of renewal, starting from point zero again. Starting from point zero again. Renewing, the process of renewal. I'm getting that song by I'm gonna link, I don't know. Maybe I'll not give you that song, never mind. I was gonna recommend you a song, but never mind it. I think this is about starting from starting it from the start line again. Hey, let's come back to the starting line and start it again. Life is, it's how do I say this? People will there are things that will keep beating us down, alright? Doesn't mean that it has stopped us from rebuilding our future. Yes, it has made us feel really bad that, okay, I'm getting beaten up again and again, no matter how hard I try to go towards my goals and my dreams and the things that I desire, that I want to achieve. But it's like, yeah, but nothing has stopped you from rebuilding your life again. It might have broken you once or twice, but it hasn't stopped you from rebuilding it again, rebuilding, or renewing yourself and rebuilding your life again. So stop living in that mindset. This is what I got at the back of the deck. You don't know where you are, but you're free. And this is about beginner's mindset. Shed all the assumptions that you had in your mind about this is going to happen, that is going to happen. If I take this plan, this is going to happen. If I take that plan, that is going to happen. No, nothing is going to happen. Just go towards it with a beginner's mindset. Stop, leave that assumption behind about this is going to happen, that. Just make a new plan and go ahead. Treat it like a child's play. Not a child's play, I would say more like the Fool card, but I don't know if you know the Fool card, but it's like, yeah. It is time to assess where you and your situation are in relation to the experience of regenerative turning point. If things are heading down to that point of zero, what is the true regeneration that is possible, and how might you support that process? Do you need to let anything go in order to hit that turning point? If you have just passed through that transition period and you feel like you are climbing from the depths, what will support you in this tender period of new growth? If you are in the point of zero, if you are at the point where it's kind of like, if you are at the point where you are going towards that true zero, or you're heading towards a path where there is nothing going to be left, and you're going to be left, like everything is going to go down in drain, what is it that you need to let go of to actually like what is the true regeneration that will be possible from there? Okay, what is it that you need to let go of to allow the regeneration of something new in your life? If you have already passed through that transition period and you're going up ahead in life, what is the support that you need to go up ahead in your life? If you are at that point of true zero, savor the nothingness and understand that you can plant new seeds. You can plant a new life or a new future in that area of nothingness, in that void. Please understand that. Okay, now I'm also kind of getting that somebody could have a really hard time letting go of assumptions, but I'm going to read it for you in here itself. Freedom comes when you let go, and this is actually easier to do when things are unfamiliar. When you know how things are supposed to be, then you're more likely to become attached to the things going that certain way. So stop letting those, let go of those, let go of those assumptions, or you're going to attach yourself. If you're going to plan like, okay, this is how this is supposed to go, and things don't supposedly go in that manner, you're going to attach yourself to why is that thing not going in that manner. It's kind of a thing like, why it was supposed to go in that manner, why did it not go in that manner? And I'm almost getting ADHD right now, but if you're suffering from that, please go to a therapist, please find a doctor for yourself. But yeah, I think it's like, how do I say this, like there is a anxiety that like young people these days suffer from, when it's like, if you have an appointment at 5 p.m, you wake up in the morning and you're anxious about that appointment from morning 10 a.m. to 4 p.m, and when the 5 p.m. call ends, when it ends at 6:30, all of a sudden you're okay, you're fine, you feel relieved. And that's something that it's kind of like, stop being anxious about how things are supposed to be, because when you try to attach yourself to that path, it becomes really hard for you to free yourself, to free your own mind. Stop binding yourself to stuff. Okay, I'm gonna read this guidance for you. Okay, enter into a state of beginner's mind. When you approach an experience with beginner's mind, you don't have any expectations. Your mind is present and alert. Your senses are open. You're curious and humble. Stop thinking about 10 things around you and just freaking go down there with beginner's mindset, and that's it. Just do it. Stop thinking about how it's supposed to be done, what is supposed to be done with. Stop attaching yourself to all that. Just look at it with a beginner's mindset and go for it. You are enough. You are enough in whatever you're doing. I'm enough exactly as I am. And honestly, surround yourself with love and positive energy. If you're feeling that much cramped up in your own personal beliefs, right? don't don't let that negativity overshadow your concentration, your attention, right? um, this card indicates that it can be time for you to enter into, yeah, it's, yeah, engage into a new experience by bringing a clean slate attitude. Okay, engage into a new experience or bring a clean slate attitude to a familiar experience. Like if you already know something, bring a clean slate attitude towards it. Stop bringing that same old mindset. Maybe it requires you to do something else with it, it requires you to work with it in a different way. And this could apply to anything, to a relationship, to any activity, a plan, your health, and anything that you engage with regularly, or anything that you're trying to do, something new that you're trying to do. All right, like stop engaging with things with the same mindset. Maybe try to find a new plan through it. Okay, no matter how much we do, I think the reading was supposed to be 52 minutes long. This was long. Anyways, have a great day. This is the end of the reading. Bye, pile number 1. I hope you got some messages from it. So yeah. Also, pile number 1, just because I've told you to be in a beginner's mindset doesn't mean that you're not going to study anything about something and you're just going to jump into it. Please make a plan and then do something, okay? I'm not asking you to be reckless, okay? I'm just asking you to have that positive mindset, okay? Don't take it so literally and start doing things, start jumping into things, all right? Make a plan and then go for it. I've said it many times in the start of the reading itself. Rewatch the whole read if you did not get it. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye. Okay, pile number 2, I'm so sorry. This is your pile. Pile number 2, you chose this IPS PSA key. It has gold ornaments, all of those things to it. It's a really beautiful key, right? You know what it reminds me of? So, I don't know, public service announcement could be significant. IPS could be significant. Maybe somebody could have been in public service, or someone could have been a public servant. Now I have to be really honest about this, okay? I feel like this is a very like I was just saying it, right? Rich families, an ancestor who could have left a business or a legacy behind, that kind of energy is coming through in here. So yeah, I was also getting that whoever this person could be, or they could have been, I would say that they were a little bit elitist, classist, casteist, kind of like believed in certain hierarchies, that one person is above the other person by birth, or certain kind of stuff like that. Now I know that like take it as it resonates, because some people may have ancestors like that, right? I don't know, 79820 would be significant. That's like the number behind this. I don't pretty much mind it. What else would I say? I think one thing about this file that made me certain about the fact that this felt very elitist was the fact that I just felt not an elitist, but I almost felt like someone just, it's like, I won't say this person isn't humble, but I feel like there is a certain way that they carry themselves. So, and it's like, even if it's like, they kind of like to define themselves with the way, it's kind of like, let me see the cards for you. What small actions can you take today to create more happiness in your life? What are the 3 things you are grateful for? And What is one lesson you have learned recently? How has it helped you grow? So first things first, I just feel like I think this person was, they could have been someone who could have really like, I feel like this is someone who knows the, like, they could have taught you how to plan stuff in life. Now this is something I said in the previous reading as well, in pile number 1, and I'm saying this in pile number 2 as well. Ancestral energy doesn't mean that I'm channeling from dead people, all right? It just means that, see, I believe that we are a part of nature. We understand nature in mysterious ways. I feel like esoteric practices like tarot, astrology, all of these things allow us to connect more to our nature and to the nature of the things surrounding us. And in my opinion, like the vibrations with which our with the vibrations of our molecules are, I feel like, and with the way that we exist in this universe, I feel like our consciousness and everything else, I feel like we have a living consciousness. I feel like we are a living soul, and we never die. That's how I believe in stuff. So I feel like your soul can always give energy to other people's soul, and it's like there is nothing like people need to be dead for them to be your ancestors. This person could be your mom, dad, anybody, just saying, okay, could be anyone out here. So again, with this person, there is something like they might really want to I really want to ask pile number 2, is your is this ancestor like scary, or like, I don't know, like I don't know, like have had some sort of, I won't say disgusting, but weird, like, I won't say disgusting, but I would say just some, like, yeah, something like, I don't think it is there is something repulsive around them or about them, but there is like a very, I don't know, was this person, I don't know why am I getting such repulsive, I don't know what, there is something very repulsive coming through. It's not like repulsive in the sense like doing, like, being a part of something repulsive but trying not to show it, like almost like, yeah, I'm getting holocaust, I'm getting genocides. Do you have an ancestry like that? Just asking, okay? I hope not. I don't know why that came through. That could be significant about somebody out here. Okay. Yeah. There is something around the lines of whoever this individual were, I feel like, or is, they never learned a lesson, or they never learned their lesson properly, or they were still grappling with the fact that how can this thing exist, or how can this person exist. Or it's almost like, why does this person has to be like that, why does that person has to be like that. So it's almost like, I wouldn't say disgusting energy, but I would rather say, I won't say, there is something like somebody might, I'm getting purifying energy as well right now. Like someone's energy could be really, yeah, like I'm getting casters, racist slurs. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe this person was not casteist, but I'm kind of getting that they may have suffered from people who were casteist, people who were racist. They may have suffered from people who were trying to like be genocidal towards them. Yeah. Or there's something like they had to leave it all behind. What is this energy? Can I please get a confirmation for who this person is? Oh, okay. 10 of Cups upright. Somebody in the family. No, I'm just asking. Yeah, about this. Okay, this person was somebody. Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think this person could have been, yeah, they could have been a soldier. I don't know. Maybe they were a part of some Holocaust or some sort of genocidal. I won't say genocidal stuff, but there is something very weird coming through in here. Okay, I'm really sorry. If this pile doesn't resonate, this pile is not for you. If it resonates, it might be for you. Okay, but yeah, I'm sort of like getting that. Like this person could be a soldier, could have had a very tough life, a rough life as in general. But there is also like an energy of. Sorry about that. There's also an energy of not being able to. Like it's like there was some lesson that they couldn't learn in their entire life. Maybe that lesson was in regards to how to be in harmony with other people, or how to live with other people as well, who look very different from them, who are very different from them. Yeah. Yeah. What small action can you take today to create more happiness in your life? I think there is something like this person really needed to. I feel like they might have inspired you to take small actions. I don't know why I'm getting kind of like small actions towards your own happiness. So I think this person could have been really aggressive towards taking small actions in life. Like there's something like I won't say dopamine rush coming through, but there's something like suppose you have a problem with an insect. This person will be the first one to say, yeah, eliminate it, don't let it fester, don't let this pest fester forever. Okay, there is also like there's somebody who's very good at detecting things that can be harmful, or yeah, what are the three things that you. Yeah, I'm also seeing that I'm seeing sailor. So somebody could be a sailor. I'm getting Sailor Moon. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that they could have taught you how to be more grateful for the things in your life around you. Yeah, I feel like this person could have taught you how, like, yeah, there is something like teaching someone how to survive, or teaching someone how to live life, almost like learn to eliminate your problems before you try to do something in life. And it's like there's something, not even survival, there's something like I'm grateful for this moment and all good. So it's like they could have been someone who could have taught you how to savor every moment in life and not allow some problems to like hurt those moments. So it's like if there is a problem that is hurting these moments in your life, slay them. But it's like when it comes to like long term understanding or long term learning, this person doesn't learn the long term lesson. It's like if you don't like it's almost like if you don't like this certain kind of certain outsiders in the neighborhood, eliminate them, because they are ruining the moment, ruining the hour. But it's almost like in the long term, these are the people who might, like, in the long term, you're supposed to just mature and understand or accept that these people also exist. You can't just keep on slaying everybody. Okay, so there is something like that with this person. Like they could have taught you how to savor every moment in life. They could have taught you how to take like if there is like this person could have been really like that party uncle, like you bring them to the party and the party just lights up, because they know how to make every small moment matter. They know how to make everything just every celebration light up. They have this huge joyous personality who knows, like, it's like but in the long term, it's like there are lessons that they haven't learned, there are things that they haven't matured about. So these are some things about them. Yeah, these are some things that are coming through about them. Okay, what is the situation? What is the message from this ancestor for Palmadu? Oh, Queen of Pentacles upright, King of Cups upright, and the Seven of Wands upright. Okay, What do we have in the back of the deck? Two of Cups in reverse. Alright. I'll be honest, okay? I feel like this person has had to defend themselves from some problems in their life. So there is something like, I think what their message for you would be is like, they want you to become someone, like there is something like, okay, wait. Again, I'm seeing the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is in reverse and the Justice in reverse in the back of the deck. So there is something like, already I'm kind of like getting that. I think if there is any subconscious feeling within you where you don't want to harmonize with someone, just know that it's kind of like, yeah, there is something like, there is a way to, there is something, I feel like this ancestor is not telling, this ancestor is saying that don't let your guard down around people that kind of scare you, but learn to control your emotions. Learn to, instead of displaying immaturity, display some maturity within yourself, or like deal with things in a mature way. Also, there is something like, I don't know, I'm seeing a king, a queen and a king in here. So the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles talks about someone who is, who makes their own money, who makes their own power, who makes their own food as well. So there is something like, oh, I think I'm getting not food allergies, but I'm getting like somebody might need to learn how to make their own food or how to cook their own stuff. But there's something like, yeah, because you might not be that much habituated to the foreign foods. So it's almost like if you have been eating miso broth for your entire life, you can't just go to curry. If you have been eating curry for your own whole life, you can't just change it to miso broth all of a sudden. You get my point, right? So there is something like this person is saying to, I think they're telling you to grow your own food, and also don't lose be in control of your emotions. Don't lose your control over your emotions, especially when you're trying to defend yourself from someone. Because I feel like having this kind of figure, whatever this is, parental figure, whatever the heck, this could have like I don't know, maybe they could have shielded you for your entire life, and it could have turned you into a fearful person maybe. And it's like, don't allow I feel like this is the message that is coming through. Don't allow your fears to control you. Don't allow even if you're finding somebody suspicious or anything else, ask yourself if it's like, don't allow this fear to control you, but rather see things from a control, like with an emotionally stable perspective. Like, bugs could be significant. I'm seeing too many bugs in the room. Like, I don't like my room is usually clean. I don't usually keep those things. There is something very scary coming out of this. Like, I just feel like I don't know, maybe they could have tried to bully you, or I don't know, scare you with insects that you particularly do not like. I don't know why I got such a weird message, but I'm sort of getting like, maybe this person could have, like sometimes in army and soldiers, like they would torture people by throwing insects at them or something like that. So maybe this person could have done something like that. I don't know. I don't think so. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe this person makes you really uncomfortable. I do not know, whoever this is. I think it's like an ancestor or a person whom you wouldn't want to be friends with in your high school. That's the kind of ancestor. It's so weird. It's like, I feel like they're telling you not to be scared of anything. Don't be scared of stuff. Don't be shit scared of something. It's not overwhelmingly scary. It's a small thing. You know how to like defeat it. You're not that. Yeah. Be self-confident in the things that you create, in the things that you make. And Control your fears. Don't allow your fears to subjugate you. Also, with the Seven of Wands coming in here, please learn to, like, there's something like, learn to defeat your own fears, learn to defeat your older self, or learn to defeat that. I don't know why I'm getting immigrant person right now. That's so freaking weird. Are you being bullied by somebody who is just not your race, your ethnicity, or something like that? I don't know what this is. Why am I getting this in here? Please and thank you. Damn. High Priestess in reverse, and yeah, there's something negative in this energy. Even I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm almost getting like, again, it's a very similar energy coming through from the previous message as well, right? Like pile number 1 could be significant for you, I don't know, but I'm sort of getting kind of like a similar energy in here, where it's like, don't allow or don't believe people without knowing too much about them, or without understanding their intentions. They might be puppeting you, they might be don't allow influence to control you. Like, don't allow other people's influence to control you. Develop that confidence within you. Like, if you are, like, when you start creating something of your own, you will have that you will have that confidence within yourself. Don't let, yeah, there's something like, defend yourself, stand up for yourself when it is time for you to stand up for yourself. Don't let influence of other people, or any, I'm not saying, like, don't let the influence of other people allow you to, like, not take, like, there's something like someone might like, it's like somebody is letting go of an opportunity or an accomplishment that they are not trying to accomplish something because I'm getting they are too poor, other people are too powerful, something like that is coming through in here. Yeah, and I feel like that's the injustice. They're telling you to not be afraid of that. Also, like, don't allow other people's words to influence you in some way, especially from people who do not know or understand anything about you, or it's like, fake people who are acting like they know a lot more than they actually know. Don't allow those kinds of people to influence your mind and your brain cell, that you might end up giving away your opportunity. I don't know, this could be something that could be bugging you, but I do feel like there is a solution for it. The world is upright in here as well. So it's like, don't leave your accomplishments behind for other people. Also, Seven of Swords in reverse coming through. So, like, I don't know if maybe this is a confirmation that somebody's cheating, has been caught, or someone's, I don't know why I'm getting somebody's leg up. Yeah, somebody got a leg up in life, and that is being caught, or like that cheating that they did is getting caught. Yeah, something like that is coming through in here. So congratulations on that. Again, I'm seeing 1919. I feel like I'm getting public humiliation. But yeah, pile number 1 could be significant for you guys. Yeah, the same message came in pile number 1. Same, like, not the same. It was a different message, but like the same repeating numbers, the same weird synchronicities. Yes. Okay, pile number 2. I think I've kind of understood what's happening in here. I feel like your ancestors, you could have been someone who is very easily influenced, right? I feel like the reason why this ancestor is coming through could be due to the fact that they could be somebody who is really true to themselves. Doesn't matter if the entire world says this or that. They are very true to themselves. There could have been a point in their life where they started attaching themselves to a certain ideology and started doing certain things, but I do feel like that's not what their higher self wants to say as it comes through. I feel more like I feel more like I don't know, I'm getting connection or energy with this person. Something could be significant like that, but what I'm getting in here is that this person could be trying to tell you to not let any influence or any propaganda to influence you or puppet you around. That is not the truth. The truth and the reality is your intuition, understanding that, okay, I'm not feeling certain something from a person. I'm trying to collaborate with a person. I'm not feeling a certain something with a person because my intuition is telling me no. My intuition is telling me this person might be bad. And you're being asked to let yourself feel that. Allow yourself to feel that and understand that not everybody is right for you. Just because there is an influence around them doesn't mean that they are the right person. Learn to stand up for yourself, learn to protect yourself. When it is time for you to protect yourself, this is something that's coming. Be unabashedly like yourself. Like, do not be ashamed of being who you are. Do not be ashamed of coming from the bloodline that you come from. Do not be ashamed of yourself. Yes, there are things that your ancestors might have done. Yes, some of those things could have been really, really shameful. But honestly speaking, it's your turn to turn it all around. It's your turn. You don't have to take that burden. Instead, you can be a part of those people who heal that burden, all right? So this is something that is coming through in here. Be confident in the things that you're trying to create. Be confident in being able or being somebody who can do something. I'm getting Cat's Eye song Pinky Up. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like, like, be confident in your skills or be confident in the things that you're doing. It's like, if your heart is telling you to go towards something, don't be scared of it. Don't be scared of listening to your heart. Don't be scared of listening to your soul. Okay, sometimes things are dangerous. Okay, sometimes things are dangerous, but what happens is that we allow that influence of outside things to sort of like propagate us, influence us. And I feel like that's the thing that is coming through. Don't allow those things to influence you, Exactly. Like, I feel like this is something that is, like, I feel like this is a thing about this person. This person, when I think whoever they are or they were, this individual could have been so authentically themselves, right? They didn't care about, I don't know why I'm also getting like, be confident in standing up to people who are trying to like defame you or trying to tell that you don't have any skills or you're talentless or something like that. Don't allow these words to like get to your head, because I'm seeing that I feel like whoever this person could have been, they do not care what other people think about them. Even if, it's sort of like, even if they would have done something repulsive, they don't give a damn about it. And I think that's where they should give a damn, but it's like, because, it's maturity. But it's like, that might be because of the fact that, like, when people attach their ego to a certain belief system. But I think in your case, you don't do that. But it's something like, you don't even listen to your own intuition. If your intuition is telling you that something is bad about somebody, why don't you just listen to it and just stop? So something like that is coming through. Like, learn to know that whatever skills you're doing, especially if it is a skill that you wanted to go towards with your heart, with your soul, right? Don't let other people's words cause you to drift away from these things. Believe in yourself. I think that's the thing that is coming in your message. Like, believe in yourself. Learn to believe in yourself. Yes, there were some things, but it's like, if your intuition, like, there's a difference between belief systems that have influenced our mind and our intuition. Our intuition or instincts don't always have to work in the same way that our belief systems work in. So don't allow belief systems to be the reason why you, like, it's like, don't do something or don't learn a new skill, or just don't try to do something. Like, if you are learning a new skill and people are trying to stop you from doing it, or they are kind of like, why the heck are you doing it? You shouldn't be doing it. You aren't a part of it. Stand up against them. I've seen so many people out there, and this is coming from all the respect to all these ancestors who went through really bad stuff in their past lives, when they were alive, right? I'll see so many people be like white people should not do spiritual reading, this stuff, that stuff, and everything else. And it's like, they'll say things like, that's because your ancestors hurt my ancestors and stuff like that and everything else. And it's like, hey, for a fact that a soul reincarnates, right? For a fact that if you were it's like, for a fact that a soul, yes, a person's body might carry that burden from like 10 past lives or whatever their ancestors have done. Yes, their bloodline might carry it, but that should not be the reason why someone should stop in their soul's path or in their soul's journey, um, yeah, don't let, it's almost like, don't let these, I don't know. High priestess in reverse also talks about somebody who, like, basically is not someone open-minded, but someone who just closes their like, it's like they close their eyes and they only listen to the propaganda that is being fed to them. They don't close their eyes to listen to the present moment. And I feel like that's the thing that is being told, like, be in the present moment, be grateful for this present moment in your life, and choose to be happy. It's like all these people, all these negative rhetorics, they don't define you. Okay, don't allow these negative rhetorics, whether it is about your bad ancestors who did something bad or anything else. Don't allow them and their rhetorics to define your success today. Don't allow the people, like, it's also like, yes, like, and I think there's something like embrace change coming through as well. Like, don't let yeah, it's like there is a certain, I think everyone comes to a certain like understanding with the things that they are doing. They all of us come to a certain sort of, I'm sort of getting like, don't let other people to like peg you down. It's like everybody learns. When I say, like, learning spirituality, I don't mean like learning the weird concepts where it's like labelizations that people do. Like, if you're this zodiac sign, you're this. If you're that zodiac sign, you're that. Don't do that. That is the exact problem that your ancestors did. They literally labelized people and like distinct them. That's not something you need to hold on to if you're somebody like that. There's more of an energy of learning to understand that whatever privilege you have got in your life, or wherever that head start that you've got in your life, it might have been off of the backs of people who were hurt in their past, okay? But that understanding doesn't has to stop you from going towards the things that you want to do, to make the things that you want to make, to create the things that you want to create, to embrace the skills that you want to learn, to be the person that you want to be. Learn to give back to the place or the communities that you come from, If there is a guilt like that, it's not even a guilt, it's like, if you understand this, like, that, okay, this is what my ancestors did. Let me go and try to understand these people whom my ancestors did all these things to, if genocide or whatever. Understanding these communities, just developing that understanding. You don't have to like monetarily owe someone, sometimes we don't often have, sometimes what happens is that people just go into debt sometimes and they don't have enough money to give monetarily back, even if their ancestors did something wrong, right? It's more like having and like developing an understanding, meeting new people, like, it's like you heal a lot of your generational traumas or curses just by developing good ideas, good ideals, teaching it to other people, teaching it to your next generation. Just imagine telling your next generation that my grandfather was a colonizer, but I haven't tried to learn anything about that community, because why? Just go and try to learn something about that community. Try to understand people. Try to like mingle with them, instead of looking down on them or something like that. But also, like, don't allow like this, it's like just being able to tell your children that your grandpa might have done that, but I really want you to know that I have done this, I have talked to these people, I have this lifelong friend of mine from, or maybe I have like these 2-3 friends from these communities and cultures. Maybe I want you to meet with them, I want you to play with them, I want you to talk to them. I don't want to like mitigate that same racism that my grandfather had or my previous generations had. Like, that's how you do it. And I feel like none of these things, I don't know, I'm sort of feeling like somebody feels a lot of guilt of, like, it's like if you are feeling any guilt, especially from your ancestors or something like that, or anything, don't feel that, and even if like generally there is like a lack of confidence or something like that, don't let that lack of confidence be the reason why you stop doing something. There is like a very like big message that is coming through, that if you want to stand up for yours, like don't let your emotions drown you. allow your emotions to tell you something, or allow your emotions to navigate you through a situation. Emotions in the sense your intuition, what your instincts are telling you. Allow your instincts to navigate you through a situation. With the Queen of Pentacles up in here, I feel like, yeah, you are capable of creating the things that you want to create. You are capable of developing that skill. You are capable of going towards the things that your heart wants to go towards. I think I'm getting kind of like, be brave in your heart. You can pass through this storm. You can pass through this storm, but you need to have that, I don't know, sahas, courage. You need to have that strength in your own heart, in your own mind. Okay? Yeah, that's what's coming through in here. That's how you end these curses, or that's how you don't allow these things to like control your life forever. Okay? Don't let these be the reasons that your life is controlled forever. Your ancestors might have done a mistake by, listening to a certain propaganda. You don't need to do that. You need to listen to yourself. If you feel that there's something wrong about someone, you feel it. Okay. Stand up for yourself. King of Cups is not somebody who jumps over other people or lunges at them. This is a very stable king. Okay, he's somebody who is in control of their emotions, in control of what they are letting other people see. Like it's not like letting other people see, but they are in control of what. It's like their emotions are not controlling them. It is they who know that, okay, this is the feeling that I'm feeling right now, but I wouldn't allow this feeling to overpower me. I understand it. And like move with that understanding in life. Move with that understanding of your own emotions in life, and defend yourself or stand up for yourself when it is time for you to stand up for yourself. Don't allow. Exactly. And there is something like always stand up against any sort of propaganda. Stand up against any sort of propaganda that tries to brainwash you or puppeteer you or kind of influence you. You are not meant to be influenced. You are meant to be free. So engage in that freedom within yourself and like allow yourself to be free. Release that, like learn a new skill or learn whatever skill you want to learn. Like go for it. Like develop that skill. And even if it is the most, I don't know, underrepresented skills. I've seen so many foreigners and people like these who have learned yoga, Bharatnatyam, Kathak and all these stuff, okay? And honestly speaking, it's not the same as people who do Christian yoga. It's very different. And yeah, actually learn to embrace that. Learn to like understand that these are the core beliefs of a certain culture. And like if you, it's kind of like, not okay, it's like not disrespecting someone or some, like it's like, yeah, it's not the same as disrespecting the culture or disrespecting the people who made that culture, right? You're not appropriating it, you're not calling it your own, you're not selling it at a price that is unreasonable, right? You're selling it at the right price. You are doing whatever you can for yourself and for the people around you, and that's enough. No need to appropriate this, right? So there is something like somebody needs to learn that them learning a new skill or them trying to embrace a new culture or new foreign beginnings in life doesn't always mean that they are trying to appropriate it or colonize it. If they are not doing it like do it the right way, with the right person, with the right guru. Learn to embrace that rather than taking advantage of it, there's something like that coming through. I don't know why I'm it reminds me of that YouTube channel called ranicultivate.co, where there is this person who's I stopped listening to them after a while because of certain things, but yeah, I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't think people would have any problem with you if you ever, like, if you embraced something, right? Nobody's having problem with that. Maybe people have problem with you, like, culturally appropriating stuff, right? trying to call it yours or trying to make it yours or something like that. It was never anyone's it was like, even for me, even if I'm practicing my religion, it is not my religion in the sense, like, yes, it belongs to everybody. Everybody has their people who are from, like, it doesn't just belongs to me, it belongs to everybody else. But it's not like it's not like it comes from me, right? It's not that those values that I've learned from my religion comes from me. Yeah, even in tarot readers, who try to say certain things, none of the things that we try to say, none of the advice that we try to give is something that other people cannot give, or something that you have not read in scriptures or philosophies or anything else like that. You have always learned it from there. Don't act like you're the originator of something. That's what I'm saying. So there is something like that in here. Maybe like somebody is like, yeah, like, it's knowledge is free, it's available everywhere. You did not originate it, nobody originates it. So there's something like understanding that feeling that, yeah, there's something like, stand up against any sort of propaganda. And also, like, don't start letting any propaganda influence you, especially with High Priestess coming in reverse. Is like somebody who spiritually allows some sort of propaganda to influence them. Don't allow that, those things. Stand up for your own belief system, stand up for what you feel, what your intuition feels. All right, exactly. Not letting, like, yeah, don't let these outside opinion influence your internal compass. All right, that's it for the reading. I finally got what I wanted to say. But yeah, have a great day, pile number 2. This was kind of difficult for me to process because I have never been in such a situation. But yeah, damn, this was something else. This reading was something else. But yeah, man, go towards whatever your heart wishes to go towards. But yeah, like, no, don't let things, like, yeah, don't let outside influence your internal compass. Don't let external things influence your internal compass, right? That's all that I wanted to say. So yeah, pile number 2, have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Some deep things came through. I did give a warning. I think that's enough. I did give a warning in the start of the reading that this is gonna have some triggering stuff in here. It does have some triggering stuff in here. So yeah, take care of yourself, pile number 2. Bye bye. Honestly, pile number 2, your pile reminded me of a person whose parents were militant. And there is this thing about them, like, yes, their parents did have like this colonizer type of dictator type of thing, but they ended up being very scaredy cat. They ended up becoming a scaredy cat when they grew up. And how do I say this? This person, it's because, in households where you have an extremely angry parent, you either toughen up and become that extremely angry parent and who beats up other people if they don't find anything okay, or you turn into an extreme scaredy cat who doesn't know how to fight life because you were beaten up by your own parent. So yeah, don't let that fear in you. Don't let that fear in you to stop you. Like don't let that fear stop your internal compass. Don't let that fear be the reason why you don't listen to your internal compass. That is one of the things that I wanted to say. Like, stand up for the things you believe in, that you want to do, that your heart craves to do, and also don't allow these external perspectives sort of shift your mindset into thinking that you're not capable of building stuff, you're not capable of creating your own resources or creating your own money, okay, or creating your own abundance with the things that your heart wants to do. Okay, 44, 55 could be significant. 55, 44 could be significant. I don't know. Those could be significant numbers for you guys. I don't know. But yeah, 4, 4, 5, 5. So it's almost like 54 could be significant. Someone's age could be 54. Someone's parents' age could be 64 or 54. That's coming through in here. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to say, And like parents' age, or maybe whoever this ancestor that came through, maybe their age is 54 or 64. I don't know. But yeah, don't let that extreme anger kill your internal voice. That's all that I want to say. Okay, take care of yourself, pile number 2. All right, this is the end of the reading. Bye bye. All right, hey pile number 3, how are you? This is the key that you guys chose. I don't know why I'm speaking in this squeaky mousy way, but I kind of like it. Okay, this key might be the key that you chose, I guess. The little maze key, I call it the maze key. There's fly written on it. It reminded me of that song, fall everything, fall. I need you, girl. Yeah, it reminds me of that BTS song. It also reminds me of butterfly. But it reminds me more of I need you, girl. Way to the I need you, I need you, girl. Dude, when we were kids, the way we used to just, I don't know. You would listen, like, I don't know. There was something about the time when we were kids that you would, I don't know. You'll be listening to like BTS, and the next moment I don't know, somehow you just sit on the table and study your books and you get good grades. I don't know how the heck did I lock in at that young age, and I just have such a hard problem. Such a hard fucking problem doing that. Oh, by the way, if you're not in the K-pop scene, let me introduce you to some of the things that I have been seeing lately. Wait a second. This is the hottest song of this year, okay? And this came in my feed. So I was like, maybe I should show this to you as well. Yeah, it is so hot that it can dry you, all right? Like, it can dry you better than your hair dryer. Oh, it's not visible because the brightness is too bright. Just so you know. Oh, you heard it? This song is called Wet by JYP. The main lyrics of the song is, just call me JY Papi. I promise you, this is one of the weirdest. This is like the 2026, the hottest song of this year. The hottest song of this year, all right? Like, it will dry you. It will, like, if you have blood in your veins, get ready to get them dry. Like, it dries you. Dries everything about you. Like, just turns your entire body into a barren desert. That's what this song does to you. Like, the hottest song of the year. That JYP tells us to call him JY Papi. Okay, so this came to my feed. I thought you should be recommended about this. So pile number 3, consider yourself lucky, because I wasn't doing this bullshit on other piles. Watch Wed by JY Papi. Let's get to your reading, right? Okay. Ooh, okay. So your card is, when was the last time you truly rested, and how can you prioritize self-care today? In reverse. I think you saw this card coming. I think it was, yeah, it's very much like, I was also saying weird things in your reading in the start of the read, right? I was like, you guys could be inheriting a lot of money or abundance. Are you, my little JY puppies? Anyways, what was I gonna say, Papi? I totally forgot. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, I feel like I don't know. I see. I don't know. Yeah, you guys could have. I think this ancestor, whoever they are, I don't know if they could fly. I don't think they could fly, but I feel like they had like this. I feel like whoever this ancestor who would be coming through, this person could be really. I wouldn't say flamboyant is the right word for it. I would say more of a. I'm a fly. I'm way above this world. Okay, not fly, but it's kind of like they could have like some. I won't say like a little bit of show off type of tendency, maybe a little bit. Okay, not to offend anybody out there. Okay, they could be a little bit into. Yeah, they could be a pilot. I don't know, maybe a serious, maybe somebody who's very serious about flying a plane. Pilots could be significant. Jet, aircraft. I don't know why I'm getting all of that. I'm also saying that this person could have been a very huge mystery for you. Maybe this person had a puzzle, like they were like a puzzle to you. Already, I'm kind of getting like something about this person. I'm getting about this man. So this person could be a man for many of you. I don't know. But I'm kind of getting like this person could have been a very, very productive, like somebody who wore productivity like a medal in their shoulder, burnout could be very, like this person could be someone who never took rest, or they were always burning out themselves, or always in this, I don't know, or they had a, like they wanted their children to grow up to become someone who isn't um, mm, okay, they wanted their children to grow up to become someone who isn't so productive, but I don't know, maybe they hide the fact that they wanted to. There is something like hiding the fact that I don't want my kids to be so productive. But there's something, I don't know, there's something like a productivity, like there's something like this person could have taught you how to be more productive in life. They could have like there is something like a push towards productivity. By the way, this is something that I want to say, okay? Ancestral energy doesn't mean that I'm going to be channeling dead ancestors, okay? I believe that you are a living soul, okay? Everybody around us is a living soul. Your ancestral energy can also be your parents, okay? It doesn't need to be a dead person. This is more of, see, according to me, we all carry certain, we all are connected to the nature around us. There is mysterious ways with which nature works. And I don't know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Calm down. Yeah. What would I say? I think we are all connected to nature in different ways, right? Your ancestral energy doesn't always needs to be gone people. Sometimes, like it can be the people around you. When I pull out message from ancestors, at least from pile 1 and 2, from what I'm seeing with the patterns, I feel like most of these piles are going to be talking about ancestral karmas, or dealing with I don't know, either this could be like maybe not ancestral karmas. It's kind of like if you are like what messages your ancestors would like to, what are the things that your ancestors would like you to focus on, kind of stuff like that, okay? What is it that they think is pulling you down, and what kind of message can come through and help you for it, okay? Yeah. So what was the so there is something like I was also like reading. I also felt like someone was made to feel that they were incapable of achieving anything that they set their mind into. So they had to become extra productive, or they had to burn out, like work hard till the point of burnout, and not getting rest, not getting relaxation, not getting that love, care, kindness, like letting yourself go through the harsh snowstorm, despite knowing that a snowstorm can hurt you. But I don't know, this all of this could have been due to because you wanted to prove something wrong. No, I don't think it, maybe it could, I don't know, it could have been something like that. But yeah, there's something like a need to prioritize burnout and over rest. Yeah. There is something like there is a phrase called flying flying in the head, so like something like maybe this person could be someone who I'm literally getting a show off energy, or somebody who tries to show too much, but it's not in a bad kind of way. It's like I feel like there is some energy of like feeling underconfident. Now I don't know, there's a background sound, like there's a song that was playing in the background, um, yeah, of a piano or a violin. I'm getting pin. There's an okay, maybe there's an instrument that ends with a pin. I don't know. What is it? Let me search for it. Harp. The harp. I'm getting harp in my mind. I was like, actually, like, I didn't know that pin was like, yeah, I'm also saying hairpin could be significant, but I'm kind of getting harp in here. Like, someone was, Cambodian harp could be significant. Someone could be from Southeast Asia. East Asia could be significant. Yeah, Cambodia could be significant. I don't know. But yeah, I'm seeing like Chinese pipa could be significant. Yeah, pipe organ, piano, Chinese pipa. Like, I'm getting musical instruments in there. I wouldn't be surprised, because the more I look at this pile with I saw this pile and I remembered a BTS song, and these are some issues that most of the K-pop fans talk about, burnout, this, that. So it eventually reminds me of that. So yeah, let's see. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. That's your first card out here. Damn. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Exactly, the same message is coming through. Working way too hard on things which isn't a long-term investment. I think there's something like, maybe your ancestors are trying to tell you to not work too hard to the point of burnout on things that do not disappoint you. Do you try to find faults in the things that you don't find disappointing enough? Do you get the point? Like, it's almost like somebody, it's a perfectionist tendency that I'm getting coming through from you guys. I just get an energy where I feel like this is a person who has been, I'm almost getting like that JYP energy from this individual, like a fly, like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this individual, okay? And you guys are like, I don't know, there is something like, maybe this was something that they passed on to you, like, where it's like, you have to always look like perfect, but it's like they themselves are like, so there is something like, I don't know, having that swagger about you. Like, I feel like this person had a lot of swagger about them, but there is also like a need to stop it's like, stop finding criticisms in the things that you also feel is good. How do I say this? For example, I don't know what the frick should I do to explain it to you, because I don't, okay, yeah, I do have some things. Never mind, I'll just, for example, I'm looking good, I'm wearing a nice this, my earrings are great, I look good. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. I don't care what other people say about it, but I feel good about it, okay? And it's like, I'm feeling good about it. I don't find it disappointing, but it's like somebody has an anxiety within them where it's like, even if everything is right, even if everything is going good, and it's like, why isn't something wrong? Like, why is it not disappointing? Like, there is like, somebody always finds criticism in things that are not disappointing enough for them. Like, it's like, if they have created something that is not disappointing, they are like, okay, I've created something that is not disappointing enough. That means there is something disappointing about it. Do you get the point? It's like somebody created something that they felt is not disappointing enough. So they work extra hard on it to not make it they work extra hard to find the disappointing things. It's almost like this person, there is a person who wants the perfect shining, something, and it's like, Okay, you want a perfect shiny something, right? You want like something very perfect, but it's like, bruv, I don't know, shiny group could be significant. SM Entertainment shiny group, if you have heard it, if you know Taymin, oh my freaking god, you know ball bitch. Regardless. If you like, it's kind of like somebody wants to be the shiny thingy, like this shiny whatever the fuck, like I don't know, this shiny beautiful thing, all right. And it's like they want to be this shiny beautiful thingy, but they are this, okay. And it's like they're trying to perfect themselves because they don't look like this, they don't look like this blue color, they look a little bit dark blue. Some, what the fuck is the camera, fuck camera work, camera, why are you so freaking, okay, I think you can see it, the camera of my phone. 333 could be significant. But it's like, can you see how there are like some white ridges in here, then some of them are dark blue. So that's the kind of thing, like somebody is like, yeah, this is not disappointing enough because there is a little bit of that whiteness in here, but the rest is blue. So it's almost like someone wants to be this, they become this, okay. It's not disappointing. So because they at least they try to become this color blue, right? They try to have like this kind of hue, right? Like, not hue, what is this, they tried to like create this blue color the same way this has, right? But it's like they couldn't exactly make that color blue. So it's like, it's not disappointing, but it's not enough. That's what I want to say. It's not disappointing, but it's not enough. Okay, and that's what I feel like you guys are on. Like, stop working extra hard and putting extra energy on shit that is not disappointing. Like, stop finding disappointment, like stop finding disappointments every fucking where. Can you like, that's what's coming through. Yeah, like go to what is this one, I thought this was the Chariot and the Nine of Swords coming through, right? So like, stop crying about stuff because they aren't perfect enough. Like, stop crying about meaningless stuff. Excuse me? It's not disappointing. I got the point, bro. It's not disappointing, yes. But it doesn't need to be perfect either. It is good on its own. It is beautiful at its own place. You don't need to turn it into this, okay? It's beautiful at its own pace. Like, you got the point? Yeah, stop crying. Like, I don't know why I just want to say shut the fuck up. But I don't know, for some people this could be a really serious thing. Maybe they just went far and beyond to look perfect or do something perfectly or perform perfectly. And they ended up giving a performance, but it wasn't that. Because you are not that. It's almost like wanting to change the entire genetics of a body so that I can look like the other person in front of me. You get the point? It's like, bruv, yes, it's not perfect, but honestly speaking, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be good. Like, imagine having this kind of mindset, bro. Oh my freaking god, just imagine having this kind of, yeah, that's what I'm getting, leveling up. I don't know what it is. Maybe you're leveling up, but that's the point I'm trying to make. It's like this kind of mindset, you know, where it's like, I made such a beautiful art, like I made such a nice I don't know, artistic piece. I made such a nice, like whatever job I did such a great job at this. Whatever code I wrote for my program, I did such a great job doing, like, writing this program. But it's not the same as my senior manager. Like, whatever my senior manager does, or not senior manager, whatever that top employee does, I'm not able to create the same kind of code like him. I made a code, but I did not code it like him. I did not do it like, it's something like, just imagine you made your best work, you know, you made the best work of your life, which you are proud of, you feel inherently happy about, but just because it doesn't look like the work of the other person that you're trying to become, that you're trying to perfect and become a master of, you kind of feel as if whatever good thing you have done is not good enough. Like, you get the point that I'm trying to make? It's like making the best work possible, but not feeling happy about that because it did not look like that person's work. Or it's like that person would have come up with something much like better than this. Yaka, you need to stop doing that. All right, I love you too much, but bruv, you gotta stop doing that. Not nice. You. I didn't say that, okay? I didn't say that. My mic was just shaking, so I was like, what the heck is happening? I wasn't saying you, okay? I was like, what the heck is happening? Why am I acting up in your energy so much? File number 3, what's your energy? King of Wands in reverse. Stop performing for the sake of performing. This is the most cutest pile that I could have ever got. You guys are the cutest motherfuckers that I've ever got in here, okay? Don't perform for the sake of performing shit. Yeah. Stop letting other people's it's almost like you're not a puppet that is dancing at other people's whims. You're not a puppet, okay, that's dancing at other people's whims. Stop burning out yourself. Stop burning out yourself because you're scared that you don't look like the perfect person or the perfect thing that you're supposed to be. It's like for example, I'll just give you, it's like, see, Michael Jackson was the one and only, right? But you cannot be Michael Jackson, okay? You can't be Michael Jackson, because for becoming Michael Jackson you need to have the it's okay, yeah, it's reminding me of Ollie London, okay? I'll just tell you about Ollie London. It kind of reminds me of Ollie London. So it's like, so Ollie London is a guy that tried to do plastic surgery to look like Jimin from BTS. Now I have to say this, it's kind of like, you might try your level best. Like, it's almost like wanting to be perfect. It's like, at this point, you're not just performing to be like the person that you're admiring, but it's like, at this point, you're so freaking scared and anxious of showing your true self to the world because it's not perfect enough, that you would rather want to like change your genes and turn yourself into, I don't know, somebody that you really admire, okay? Kind of like, it's like if you have admired Michael Jackson for the most part of your life, you want to be Michael Jackson. It's like, okay, you want to be Michael Jackson. Okay, I do get the point that he's the perfect, he's the grandmaster, he's this, and you too want to be this. But it's like, there is a point where you need to understand that you are performing, okay? You're not trying to be him. Or it's like understanding like the difference between, how do I say this, difference between inspiration and imitation. Also, like, stop trying to like, yeah, like, there is like, stop trying to force yourself to become that perfect person. Yeah, it's almost like not being satisfied with, it's almost like performing, and one day thinking that you are, it's almost like getting inspired by someone and then trying to become that one person because you just don't feel satisfied enough with yourself. You get the point? Yeah, I feel like this is the thing about somebody out here, they're really unhappy with the fact that they are a normal individual, or they are just not perfect enough. Because I'm seeing like this person, for example, if there is a wedding or if there is some function going on, they always have an internal knife, like there is always an internal voice in them that tells them they are not enough, they're not perfect, they're not good enough, they're not nice enough. It's like, bruh, it's like someone's reality doesn't matches up the image that they want to be in their head. So this could have been a result of bullying as well. Maybe somebody being bullied for being themselves. Someone was bullied for being themselves, and it's like now it's like something is happening. It's like they just can't even hide the dissatisfaction that they have with the way they look, they scream, they shout, the way they like. It's like it's like almost like, I want to scream like Michael Jackson. I want to move like Michael Jackson. I want my hair to be like Michael. Like, why am I not like Michael Jackson? Why am I not like this perfect person? Why is nothing about me like that perfect person? So it's like someone's reality was skewed, maybe due to the fact that they were bullied, or maybe because they were made to feel incapable because they, I don't know, weren't proud. There's something like weren't proud enough about themselves, but there's something like, yeah, because they weren't proud enough about themselves and they allowed other people to tell them who they should be or what they should be. And then when you allowed that, it's almost like, that this is the reason why I love ego. Okay, though no matter how many people are saying ego is the worst thing ever, listen, I don't care where the heck you heard that from. Ego is not the worst thing ever. Ego is a coping mechanism that your body develops to survive, and you have to learn how to detach from your ego after that survival incident has happened. But during the time of your survival, you need to attach yourself to a certain ego. So I think for this person may have attached to an ego that they are not they are incapable of doing something, or they are not enough, or they are just not enough, and they allowed other people, like, it's almost like, or maybe somebody just, I don't know, like, yeah, they could have attached themselves to that sort of ego so that they can dim themselves, they can humble themselves down, they can put, and say, okay, I get the point. I get the point, you did that to a certain time. But now that survival stage is over. Now nobody is hurting you for being yourself. Time to get out of that place. Time to, like, think. I feel like there is a reading called the survival, I actually privated that reading recently. Okay, I'll just publicize it. I'll make it public. But yeah, you should watch that reading. I think it might help you. But yeah, now it's time for you to shine. Stop dimming yourself. There is no point in dimming yourself anymore. Yes, how do I say this? For example, when I was a kid, I have my stories. I don't know any biographical stories. Sorry about that, okay? But when I was a kid, I was like I was a fat. I still am, but I was a fat kid, and people would always make fun of me to the point of making me cry. Also, I was a crybaby. Like, if people would make me cry, I would end up crying like anything. Like, people would say one word to me, and I'll start crying. Okay, and because of that, I kind of dimmed my confidence for a very long time, especially when it came to my appearance. I never, like, I think it when it kind of just, it's not like I was never bothered about my appearance. I think I was always bothered about it. I was always bothered about how bad I look, or how I don't look that good enough, and blah blah blah. But then I just grew up and I just realized that people who always want to see good looking people around them are so stupid. Like, did you not fucking learn anything when you grew up? What the fuck? Yeah. So I was like, why is everybody so stupid? Like, why oh, so you watched media, you watched all of that stupid shit that is shown in the televisions and blah blah blah, and you told yourself that everybody around you should look like beautiful, like women should look beautiful. You don't look beautiful. I'm like, are you stupid? Like, have you never lived life? Have you never seen people? What do you mean you want? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't handle ugly energy, bitch? Sorry, you can't handle ugly energy? That's all that I think when I see people these days. Because like, damn, how out of touch do you have to be from reality to tell an ugly person that you are less than me because you're ugly? Excuse me? Where did you get that from? Your mom told you? Anyways, yeah. So there is there's like something like that in here. Like, exactly. Like when I was a kid, I was like, I used to attach myself to that idea a lot. Like, like being ugly means I'm less than be. But then I just realized that whatever the status hierarchy quo, whatever the status quo hierarchy shit is, it's just so stupid. Like, even when I look at rich people and their elitist hierarchies these days, especially when I look at privileged MFers, like owning a whole damn business and everything else, and people being like, yeah, it's like, bruv, I mean, there is nothing high and mighty about them. It's like, I'm not saying that they never worked hard. I'm just saying that, yes, they need to be respected for the hard work that they did, but they aren't anything bigger than other people. It's like they're just normal people like ourselves, okay? They're just having more money and they can afford more in this system that we have created. And honestly speaking, that's not something that, how do I say this? It's not, how do I say this? It's kind of like privilege, hard work, hard earned. There are times when people will tell hard earned, like people who, it's not even hard earned or something. It's like, I've heard these stories so many times where people are like, you're spending so much money, you're so fly, you're so swaggy. Why are you trying to do that? That's just so you. And I'm like, hey, who the fuck are you to say that to someone who's just trying to spend their own money, bitch? Shut the fuck up and get lost. So it's kind of like it's kind of like when you know there are 100 people around you who have like 10 insecurities around their ass all the time, being like they did not make it, they did not get it. It's like, okay, your starting point was from here, you got somewhere. Respect yourself, respect the other person around you. Somebody else's starting point was here, they went in here. Okay, respect them. Like, stop pitting like 100 people against each other, you know. That's a kind of a thing. Like, it's like, I don't know, there's something like not letting that, like, stop dimming yourself, stop dimming your light because people wanted you to dim your light in a certain way. Okay, you own it, you move with it. Just accept the fact that you're not just accept the fact that this system kind of ends up making stupid people many a times, especially propagandas end up making stupid people at times. Okay, and sometimes you have to deal with stupid people with stupid brain cells in them who are always like, if you are not a billionaire, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bruv, you don't, like, it's like, how do I say this? It's always like, why are you spending so much money? It's like, it's my money. It's my money. Why the fuck should I not spend it the way I want to spend it? Okay, my parents got me something. Why do you think my parents wouldn't get me, bruv? Why shouldn't my parents spend that money on me? Always, you know, like, yeah, kind of stop letting like these 10-100 people dictate your life. Like, okay, there was a time in your life maybe when, you know, especially when we get bullied in childhood and all of that, right? Maybe that's a time when we have to develop a certain ego about ourselves, that we are less than, we have to remain less than. But it's like when you grow up, you realize that the reason why I was acting less than at that time was because my bully was around me. Now that my bully is not around me, I don't have to act like less than. Why should I? Like, now that I'm strong enough to beat up my bully, why the heck should I? I'll just beat their ass up. What the fuck? Like, okay, so it's like, it's just that, like, you know, learning that, okay, there is a certain, okay, then just, it's like, it's not something you need to attach yourself to, okay? Yeah, I just feel like this could be something that could have happened like in childhood, could have hurt you really badly, and maybe that's why, you know, you kind of like have developed this idea about yourself that I need to keep doing this, I need to keep working hard, I need to keep making it, and everything else. So I have Page of Wands upright, Six of Swords in reverse, Nine of Wands upright, Queen of Pentacles upright. Damn. Can I get... Okay. What is it? Page of Cups in reverse in the back of the deck. Okay. I'll be honest. I feel like I think there is a need to recalibrate the vision, you know, not drowning in the vision that you have about your life. It's kind of like recalibrating that vision. What direction do you want your vision to? What is your vision in life? What is your vision in life? And is your vision in life, like, do you look like do you see yourself sad, unhappy, and still feeling bad about yourself just because you were born ugly, or just because you're still fat, or everything else? Or do you see yourself being an unbothered individual in your visions? Okay, what's your vision in future? So there's something like a need to recalibrate that vision. Okay, like, what are you seeing in your future? Yeah. I think there's something like someone may have had like unprocessed emotions. Okay, for example, like I was beaten up as a kid, right? And now that I've grown up and everything, I feel like you can't heal every part of you, right? You can't heal every part of you. Like, there is a certain part of, like, you can heal it to the point and extent that, okay, yes, I'm not bothered by it, I'm not bothered if tomorrow some weird, let's just say, like Kim Jong-un. I don't care if that Kim Jong-un is gonna put a gun on me, but that gunshot hurt. Do you get the point? Like, I'm not bothered by a dumbass Kim Jong-un coming and putting a gun on me, because everybody knows that he's a psychopath. He just fucking kills anybody. So who the fuck even cares about what he thinks about me and how, like, yes, in front of him, like, it's like, who the fuck cares about his dumbass opinion of me? Like, exactly. Yeah, it's like, I don't know any, like, it's like, how do I say this? It's like, all I know is, like, yeah, I don't know, like, but it's like the gunshot still hurt. Do you get the point? Like, it's like, I don't care what my bully thinks about me, because I know that my bully is stupid, or I know that my bully doesn't thinks in the same way that I think. Like, how do I say this? Suppose your bully punched you or slapped you. Of course you're going to be rude to them. Of course you're going to be angry at them, right? Just, and some, like, when we are, like, it's like, how do I say this? But when you're, like, in front of your bully, if you don't have enough strength, you have to act like, leave me alone, right? But it's like, when you're, yeah, and maybe you will keep on telling yourself that I'm incapable, I'm not enough, till the time your bully is surveilling you, when you don't have enough strength to fight back or something like that. But when they are gone or when they have left, you have to come to an understanding that you are not actually capable. You are actually capable. It's just that in front of that bully, you have to act like an incapable person. In front of that bully, you have to act like that because they are insecure, or because they're stupid like that. They need people to be in control, so they kind of do that stuff, okay? And it's kind of like that. It's like there is, but the fact remains that the punch hurts. The fact remains that the gunshot hurts, and it's like, that's the thing. If there is a thing that you cannot move away from, or if there is a problem that, if it hurts, if you know that it hurts, and if you can't move away from it, well, you have to be alert about it. That's all you can do. That's what the 6 of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Wands upright tells me. It's like, if you can't move away from the freaking problem, be alert of the freaking problem in future. That's what I'm kind of getting. And still be the queen of pentacles. Still be the like, you don't have to stop creating the things that you want to create just because your bully is around. You don't have to stop creating the things that you want to create just because your bully is around. Because honestly speaking, if you think that they are going to attack you the next time onwards, be alert. Be on alert mode. But don't let that, it's kind of like, don't let your emotions, like, don't let it, like, affect the person that you, like, create a new vision in your mind. If your vision has always been about, okay, I don't have my bully in my life anymore. Okay, everybody has a vision. Everybody wants to get away from their bully. But it's almost like, if you know that this bully, suppose this bully is your boss, they are your co-worker, they are somebody who's constantly surveilling you, or constantly in your workplace, in your work life, and constantly looking at you, looking down on you, hating on you, getting angry at you, blah, 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 blah. And I can go on about some ancient dinosaur that just did not. This is a thing about all the ancient dinosaurs, okay? They are always like, well, I went through this. Why don't you go through that? Okay? All... I went through these many struggles. I freaking jumped over a mountain, crossed a river. Then I went to my freaking college and got my degree by mining coal inside the mines. Why don't you do that? So, oh my freaking god. Also with the fact that, this is, yeah, but whatever. I was going to say that this is kind of the same complaint God 7 had about JY Papi. Anyways, like, yeah. If you have a, like, create a new vision, like, do you see yourself like far away from this person? Yes. But do you have to work under this person for that in that period of time? Yes. Maybe if you can't move away from this person, be on alert mode. Like, Don't let this motherfucker cross your boundaries. Okay, set a proper boundary. Can you see how this person is a police officer? Like inside this box, they're a police officer that is barricading the that is like patrolling the borders of the country. Yeah, there is a certain boundary that you cannot cross. Be upfront of it. Okay, make it clear. Don't let anybody cross that boundary. Make sure that your boundary is like exactly like work under your boundaries, or be alert. Or if this is a person who always crosses your boundaries, make sure to freaking fight back, okay, or stand up against them, okay. But it's like always be on the alert mode, or always but I think in your case I'm getting more like be on the alert mode, because whenever they come, or it's almost like just be on the alert mode, be alert. What be alert when they come the next time, be alert about it. Like don't let them inside your house, don't talk to them, don't speak to them, okay. They don't deserve your time, your energy, your attention, your words, your anything, okay. I don't know, 333 could be significant, so please I don't know, that's what I'm getting. Like have that boundary with people like these, especially when it comes to your creative spaces. Don't let this person cross your boundaries, if this is the case, or this people, or this situation, whatever this is. They aren't allowed to. Imagine my freaking school ka professor just coming and telling me, hey, whatever you're doing in your personal life, I do not like it, get out. What the heck are you doing in my personal life? Get out. Do you not have a life of your own? Who gave you the permission to come here? The audacity. That's the point. Like, stop letting people have their audacious way around, all right? Put up your boundaries at that point itself. Defend yourself. If you don't know how to defend yourself, learn to defend yourself. Become more alert. That's what becoming alert is. Becoming stronger is. Putting up boundaries is. You cross my boundaries at one point, oh, I'm ready to jump on you. Sorry. Yeah, I have had like situations where people, it's like, where people have tried to like catcall me and stuff like that. I'll not hesitate to like punch the freaking bags out of their freaking. I don't hesitate to punch them, you know. Because honestly speaking, how dare you? How dare you catcall me? How dare you do that while I'm walking? It's like, I'm it's like there is a certain boundary. If I am strong enough to defend that boundary, I'm gonna freaking defend it. And that's the thing that you need to learn. Like, learn to defend your boundaries. I don't know, carry a pepper spray. There are several safety keychains available. Carry those. Set up your boundaries against whatever this is. These people, whatever these things are. Yeah, don't let you don't start ruminating over your vision. Don't start ruminating over your vision, thinking that my vision is not possible because my bullies are around me and everything. Okay, I don't want to like devalue your trauma, nothing like that. Sorry about that. But it's like, don't go around like, you know, my vision is not possible. I don't think my dreams will ever come true and blah, blah, blah. You know, sometimes life actually brings us challenges that we can't really move away from, that we really don't have enough time to process. And when that happens, what happens is that we either become weak, or we either become weak and keep carrying that little person, that little underconfident person within us, who just keeps saying that I don't think I can do anything, I don't think I'm capable of anything, I think I'm incapable, I should keep working hard more and more and more and more, and stop resting for once or twice because I'm incapable of everything. This is what people have told me, that I'm incapable. And it's like, you're not incapable, you're not imperfect. But if there are people around you that you cannot move away from, who are keep continuously saying that to you, you have no other choice than toughening up. You have no other choice than standing up against them. Setting up a boundary and telling them to like shut the fuck up, or like just stay away. Nobody can come in a place where I'm not consenting you to come in. You do, you get beaten up. Oh, you asked for it. You were dying for it. You cried out for it. That's what you'll get. You hated it? Oh. I wonder why. Maybe you cross those boundaries, that's why. Yeah. Also, be on the alert mode could also be like, be on the alert mode in the sense, if you see the danger is right in front of you, instead of going ahead towards the danger, fucking leave. It's almost like, I still remember I had like this very weird, very particular person who would like, every time I'll cross the road, like this person would start shouting at me. I was a child at that time, so that was like a very psychological trauma for me, because it's like every time I'm crossing the doorway, why does this every time I'm crossing the hallway and this person crosses me, why does this person start shouting at me like that? This caused a lot, and I was like, one day I was like, shut up, and I just went, and I was like, I did that as a young kid, okay, and it's like, and he just came behind me and he was like, why did you say that? Who are you? Shut up. I just kept saying, shut up. and I just left. But it's like, how do I say this? But it's like, I was a kid at that time, okay? I did not know why the fuck this teacher had an issue with me. It's like one day, like, it's like after some years that teacher did came and told me and said sorry to me, but what about all these years of like psychological trauma that you were giving to me? Always, like, whenever he would like pass by me, he would just, and that's all of that just because I was the most talkative kid of my class. I was like freaking 11 years old, okay? I was like 11 years old, and I was the most talkative kid of my class. You want to tell me you could just say it once and just it's like I not even 11, I think I was like, what, 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, I was 6 or 7 years old, and I would always talk, and this person would always move through the corridor and was like, blah, 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 I would leave, blah, 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 I would leave. And that cost like in his class, I wouldn't even I wouldn't speak, like, I don't know, it's like I wouldn't even speak a word or do something. But then it's like, then it just turned into like this personal hatred where this teacher would just, it's like I stopped talking in his class altogether after he did that, but he would still continue to do this to me in the freaking hallway, he would every time I freaking pass through him, he just, and sometimes this is what happens. Sometimes you can't like just say shut up to someone and they just shut it up, okay? It's like later on afterwards that person just came and said sorry, and I was like, I was just playing around with you. That's what they said. I was just playing around you. Like in the end, when I was leaving the school, that's when they said that to me. And it's kind of just like being alert doesn't always mean that, like, being alert also means like being on the lookout. Like, you see a problem approaching and you know that you can't deal with the problem, run. But if you can deal with the problem, fight with it. What else? Become more stronger every single time, and yeah. Like, the reason why he stopped was because one of my teachers, like, legit caught him doing this, not once, twice, but several times, and she just called him out on it. And that's when I was leaving the school, that's when he apologized. Okay? So, like, understand that sometimes you just can't deal with some people sometimes. So it's better that, yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm incapable of something. That doesn't mean that you are incapable of something, or you're not enough, or you weren't good at math or anything else like that, okay? You will always be. It's just that someone made you feel this way. And if you are alert, or if you're alert enough to know that, well, it's not your fault, but it's this person just trying to make it about you. It's also like sometimes you can't avoid some people. For example, you can't avoid some co-workers, you can't avoid some bosses and all that stuff. Be very alert of the kind of language that they use and what it triggers in you. Because I still remember there was once a person who told me that you are a failure because you failed in this subject and this exams and everything else. And I was like, I'm not a failure. I know my plan is a failure. I know whatever plan I made is a failure. And for like 3 freaking years, I believed in his words. 3 years I believed in his words, and I kept believing that I did not, like, I'm incapable, I don't know what to do and everything else. Like, I'm a failure, I'm a failure. That's what I kept telling myself till I just changed my plan and did it. I freaking did it. Okay, I changed my plan and all of a sudden I got it. It's just that my plan was a failure, not me. So it's like when people speak to you, right? Be alert of the words that they say to you. Be alert around the people whom you know are freaking nasty on the inside. By the way, 222 could be significant, 22 could be significant, 44 could be significant. But yeah. I don't know, 222 could also define like meeting somebody new in your life. So this could be something around the lines of you met some freaking new toxic person or but yeah, please make sure that you know your own worth when you're around these people. Like, doesn't matter what they are saying, doesn't matter if a person is using love bombing and all of those strategies to like hurt you, make you feel bad about yourself, or kind of like I've had like this kind of person, like this person was like so racist towards me because I was an Indian, I was brown skin and everything else. This is what they were originally, okay, and they would just come over to me and to love bomb me and try to make me feel good about, like, always acting like I'm behind you and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bruv, I can like see right through your bullshit. You don't have to do all that love bombing to me. It's just that how do I say this, it was so irritating for a while, but it's like this time around when I was like very aware of this person, in the sense of like I was like whatever language that they were using, okay, to manipulate me, to hurt me, everything, I kept like a close, sharp, like I was alert about what this person was trying to tell me. Because this person, one day they'll say that, oh my god, you're sure good looking, blah 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 blah, and then the next day they'll be like, they'll say the most degrading shit about me, and it's like, why are you so blah 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 blah? Why don't you just do this and this? I want you to look nice. It's so fucking manipulative, but yeah, like I was alert. I did not allow all of that dumbass bullshit to just get through me, because I knew this. Like fortunately for me, I knew what kind of person this human being was. 46 could be significant. Somebody could be 46 years old. But yeah, not allow that. Don't allow these outside this kind of mindset. Just be alert around them, because you do not understand. Because see, you have to understand, being alert is not just about being emotionally alert, physically alert. It's also about being mentally alert. What are the words that trigger your mind? Be alert enough to figure that out and see, okay, this person is trying to mentally traumatize me by his dumbass words. This person is psychologically hurting me, or trying to like make me feel bad about myself, or it's like bad about myself in the sense make me feel incapable and worse. Like, what are the words that are triggering my mental state to go in that direction? Be alert of the words that other people speak to you, or the triggers that you have within your own body, because that is going to give you a very helpful insight into dealing with people who are putting your morale down, right? Or situations that put your morale down. This could also be psychological triggers, can also include, failing something, not being able to achieve something, and those situations can also trigger some sort of psychological trauma within you. Understand that whatever way this system rewards you doesn't needs to go to your mental state, or doesn't needs to hurt your mental health, okay? So don't allow, just because things don't look perfect enough, or they failed massively on the outside in your workplace or anything like that, it should not get to your mental state. Always prioritize your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health and well-being over any of this bullshit, okay? Like situations, people, places. It's not just people, places and things, it's also situations. Freaking know what your triggers are, okay? Your body has certain triggers. Your mind, your health, everything, like your soul has your body has a certain trigger. You mentally have a certain limit, okay? Everybody has a certain mental limit, and after that everybody gets exhausted and everybody gives up. Make sure you don't reach your burnout point or your give up point just because the situations are not going good, or just because the situations are triggering your body inside. Be very aware of the triggers of your body. What are the things that are triggering your mind and your mental state, your physical state, your emotional state? Be very, very aware of it. Very, very aware of it. because I was not like, I wasn't aware of it, and I allowed these words and these things, these situations in my life to like make me feel really bad about myself, to the point that I stopped working only. And that was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I really don't want other people to do that as well, and that's why I'm just saying, okay, don't allow that to be your case. Queen of Pentacles upright in here. Yeah, you're capable of creating the things that you want to create, the resources that you want to create. Yeah, don't drown in your fears, your emotions or your fears regarding if I'm capable of achieving this goal, if I'm capable of going towards that vision, if I'm capable of reaching that dream of mine. Yes, you are capable of achieving that dream. Yes, you're capable of doing that. You don't need to allow your fears to control you. Know what your triggers are. Know what your triggers are. Don't allow triggering things to hurt your psyche. You get the point? Yeah, don't think that to hurt your psyche to the point and extent that you think that my vision of what I want to do in my future, or the things that I want to do in my future, are not possible. Okay, it is very possible. It is very much a possibility that can be achieved. Just don't let your fears dictate where your visions need to go towards. Okay, this reading became quite long. I didn't think it would be this long, actually. Damn. Alright, I got this as your advice card. Licking dew from green leaves. So what happens in this card is that somebody is a traveler. They are thirsty, right? And there is no rain in the area, but because they missed the rain, or they did not catch the rain on time, or whatever, so they don't have water in their hands, they don't have but they do see that the leaves have dewdrops in them, and they are really thirsty. There is no lake nearby, so what they do is that they sip the dewdrops to quench their thirst. And that's the thing that I'm saying. Sometimes you don't have the required things to survive. Sometimes even look at people who are in wars right now, people who are going through genocides and wars right now. Even they don't have enough food to sustain themselves, but they have to keep eating small foods to keep on surviving every single day, right? It's that grit to survive. It's that grit to come out of it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it's kind of like when you don't have any other, it's sort of like, sometimes, see, these are the two cards that came out. Sometimes you don't have enough water to sustain life, and during that time you do nothing but just like a cactus, you drink or you quench the whatever water you can get from wherever you can get, and you try to bloom unabashedly as like, have you ever heard of a cactus bearing a flower? I know some cactuses do, but it's like, how do I say this? It's beautiful. It's just like watching this untamed, like, flowers are significant. Flowers only come, flowers only bloom in spring. Okay, and it's like, for a desert plant to bloom flowers, despite the fact that it gets so less water, is quite the thing, honey. It's quite the thing, sweetie. A fierce desert flower. That's the name of the card. The fierceness that it takes to be a flower in a desert filled with nothing but drops of water. Yes, it doesn't matter if the whole world tells you, well, you can't grow a flower in a barren land. You can. You very much can. If you learn to drink the dewdrops, if you learn to drink whatever is available, or whatever, like, be grateful for, whatever the heck is available, because I promise you, with whatever the heck that is available, you can still grow into a flower. You can still be fiercely be yourself, and fiercely, bloom. Like, show this world that a desert flower can bloom, bro. Show us. Like, show us how it gets better. Show us how it's done. Lead the path for us. Like, tell us how it's done. A flower that comes out of the desert It's fierce. It's being unashamed and unabashed for being who you are, and blooming and showing the world that this exists, this happens, this makes it, this can do it. I don't know why I want to like tell you about I don't know if you're a BTS fan, but that came through significantly in here. But BTS was like, it was a niche group. It was not it was nothing like the SM entertainment groups, JYP groups, or what else is there, YG entertainment groups. It came from Hype Entertainment. Hype was nothing more than a rookie. Like, it wasn't, how do I say this, like BTS was not it was not considered, like, nobody thought that there would be a playing field for a fourth entertainment company. All right. But that's how it is. You have to show that things can bloom despite the fact that it doesn't looks like it can bloom. Okay, despite the fact that you get the least of all other people. 51 could be significant, 56 could be significant, somebody could be 51, 56 years old, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, somebody's meant to get success at the age of 50. I do not know, I'm just saying. But yeah, just show us what it looks like to be that flower, to be that fierce flower. I'm also getting that this person, pile number 3, could be somebody old. So for them, it is very important to understand that you are, just because you're old, just because you have aged, doesn't mean that you have lost it or you don't have it in you. Or just because our conditions are very harsh, and the fact, like, it's like, how do I say that? Oh, there is something, okay, this is something about, like, learn something from, like, okay, I feel like this is a wisdom that you should learn from old people. I don't think you're old, maybe okay, whatever. This is the thing that old people used to do, right? They would, like, our previous generation, like, this is the Gen Z, right? The Gen X generation, I guess, the ones who always asked Gen Zs to save money, and they kept on working, and they kept on saving money, and they kept on working, and they kept on saving money. And now Gen X, or the parents of Gen Z, they have a vast amount of money saved in their accounts, and they're also, like, some of them also started investing, or they started growing money, right? And it's like, yes, it's like, if you are in a harsh condition in your life, keep drinking those small drops. One day, you will bloom as a flower that looks nothing like what other people expected you to do, nothing like what other people expected you to be like. You will be your own flower. You will bloom like this fierce desert flower. You will bloom in a place where nobody would have expected you to bloom, or nobody would have expected to see any other color than the desert. Like, that's the thing. That's the change that you can bring within yourself. Learn to sustain yourself in those small dewdrops, even if they are very small. It's fine. One day, you will bloom like you will bloom like this flower. It's not even like one day. Let me just see. Let me read this card for you. Deserts are archetypally harsh landscapes, yet many plants and animals have evolved to not only live in there but also thrive in their challenging conditions. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. Yes, you're drinking those small drops, but you can still thrive in those small drops. Don't let, like yes, you're getting the water that is needed to survive. I get the point. But one day you will learn to thrive in this. It's like, don't let these challenging conditions not allow you to bloom, or to become the vision, or to do the things that you had always dreamed of doing. All right. Blossoming could be about an aspect of yourself, whatever it is, something in you or your life is ready to explode in color and presence and to be seen. The challenges of your circumstances are the very things that are enabling you to create the level of beauty and wonder that is now gestating or building within you, perhaps building within you after being put under such a long pressure, or after going through such harsh conditions. Okay. Yeah. this archetype has a fierce quality to it. It is not merely a pretty little posy. This is a blossom that dares to bloom in the face of adversity, that catches any eye from a great distance. It dares to bloom in the face of adversity. It tries to catch people's eye and stares back at them with untamed intensity and feral determination that no matter what you say, no matter how surprised and shocked you are to look at me bloom in this harsh condition, I'm still gonna continue to bloom. I'm still gonna continue to do this. I'm still gonna continue to look like this, and nothing can ever stop me from being that. Yes, this is a flower that lasts and succeeds its mission because it emerges from deep-rooted and long-cultivated power. The fierceness in and of itself is neither aggressive nor angry. This fierceness is neither aggressive nor angry. It is a state of being firmly rooted in your clarity and conviction. It is a state of being rooted in in your own clarity of you knowing who you are and what you are, and being convinced with and conviction that, okay, that's who I am. And that's why I'm going to bloom like that, because I know that's who I am. That's what I am. And from that strength of stance, skillfully directing unconquerable power. Conquerable power. Exactly. When you are rooted in your own clarity and your conviction that this is who you are, and yes, you're going to bloom, and yes, you're going to show this world that this is how you bloom, this is how you stay, this is how you exist. That's how you show the world, or that's how you tell the world that this is not a power that you can conquer. This is not a power. If I have a freaking, it doesn't matter, it's like if there is a freaking, I don't know, what was I saying, example, bully with a gun in their hand, doesn't matter. This is how I bloom. I'm still gonna bloom in this harsh adversity. I'm still gonna blossom in this harsh adversity, because you can't conquer my clarity and my conviction of being who I am, and my conviction in knowing that this is the kind of flower I am, this is how I'm going to blossom, and this is the intensity with which I'll stare back at you to tell you that, you are watching me. You are seeing me. This is the wildness. This is the untamed intensity with which you are experiencing me, and you are going to get this. This is what I'm going to show to this world. And I can't be stopped. Doesn't matter how many times you're going to cut me off. I'm going to rebuild myself and build myself back again to become this. You did not break me just because you cut me off. You gave me an inspiration to rebuild more of myself, so that I become, it's kind of like, it's kind of like COVID. You can beat COVID, fine. I'll become a new variant and I'll fucking come in a more different kind. Like, I'm going to spread out even more. I'll see how you'll kill that. It's kind of just like that, okay? And never give up. Never give up on being who you are. Never ever do that. Oh Lord. Hell yes. That's your reading, pile number 3. Hope we enjoyed during the whole damn read. Damn, I was like... Anyways, take care of yourself, and don't forget to watch Wet by JY Puppy. I don't know why I'm advertising that to you. You should watch it. It's the driest. Oh yeah, I was talking. It's the hottest song of this year. It will leave you dry. But you know what? Someone dares to bloom like that. And maybe that's what it takes. See you later, pile number 3. Have a great day. Bye-bye.